All right, welcome back to Man Now Sports. As you can see from the thumbnail, we have a good episode for y'all, good show, man. We're going to get into a lot of basketball. Then we want to get into some football as well, man. So y'all get best of both worlds today. We have our guest back from the Sideline Speaks, which is Britne, Monique. Hopefully, everybody that seen her 2 weeks ago, y'all went over to Sideline Speaks and subscribe to them. And if you didn't do that, go ahead and do that now. You still got an opportunity to go over there and check them out. Should I put the names up? I should put the names up again.
Yeah, put them up though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll put the names up there.
Yes, sir.
Also, man, happy St. Patrick's Day, man. When is it? Tomorrow or Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, is that what you was talking about?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like Earth Day or some shit.
Y'all ain't got y'all green on Earth Day. Okay. All right, sure.
Man.
Let's go with that. Earth Day coming soon.
Man, listen, man. If I don't get the day off, I don't think about it.
Hey, Earth Day is actually in April, man. I think like April 22nd. Yeah.
Earth Day.
Don't ask me why I know that.
Pie Day was yesterday. So hopefully y'all got some fat pie.
Damn, I didn't. I was supposed to go to Cheesecake Factory. I got to do that today.
Don't do that.
For pizza?
No, for cheesecake. That's gonna be my version of pie.
Don't do that.
Nah, man. Listen, as a mathematician for Pie Day, all you should do is math problems. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, my math problem is gonna be how many cheesecake slices I can get from Cheesecake Factory.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It's a family show, Chris. You're not supposed to be talking about your love affair with cheesecake, man. Lord,
man, they got like 40-something different varieties of cheesecake. I get different kinds. I be lost.
Oh,
it's
man.
a blast. It's a wonderland.
Cheesecake is not meant for human consumption, FYI.
Why? Because it got dairy?
No, because it's disgusting.
No, it ain't. What?
Wait, Jay. No, Jay.
Oh, come on now. Now.
You might be on your own with that one.
Nah,
man.
I stand by that.
Cheesecake is fire. You just ain't had the right cheesecake, man. I got you. When we link up next time, Cheesecake Factory on me. Just the dessert, though. Just the dessert.
Sounds like a date. Sounds like a date.
No, it don't.
Sweet potato cheesecake.
First of all, no, it don't sound like a date. Number one.
I mean, that's what it sounds. That's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like one.
Chris just bagged Jay.
24. Anything happens.
Yeah, hook, line, and sinker. All right, man. So like button is there for a reason. Hit it for us. That helps us with the algorithm on YouTube. Hit the like button, hit the share button, leave comments, let us know who in the house, man. We got moderators in there yet, Zoe?
DC Slim is there and Mikey Brass.
Brass in the building.
Okay.
DC Slim said he on that Gary Payton pack.
What is it? He got a pack. Him and Sean Kemp. They got a strain out there.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
And I don't know
Mike Tyson one.
The Mike Tyson one.
I want that Mike Tyson.
Y'all in Cali. Y'all. The pack is in the air out there.
That's true.
Not where I'm. I gotta traverse down south, but you know.
Yeah, that's elementary.
Hey, man, if ever you want to get back in the game, just let me know, Chris. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Back in what game?
Listening.
Yeah.
The game I'm looking for is Girl Scout cookies. Where they at?
Well, look, we're not sponsored by Girl Scout cookies or that green pack, so let's shout out our real sponsors, which is Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can get your deposit doubled up to $100. You got to check on the map to make sure your state is eligible to play Underdog Fantasy. But as soon as you do, and if your state is, go ahead and download Underdog Fantasy's app. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can, like I said, you can get that $100 match on your first deposit. And I would want to thank Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring Man Down Sports. All right, man. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. I don't know if y'all knew. Y'all probably didn't know because y'all didn't even know it was Pie Day yesterday or that it was St. Patrick's Day.
Damn well it was Pie Day yesterday. That's
y'all didn't know.
People all the way around.
Yeah, so y'all probably didn't know it was Women's History Month, man. So that's why I had to make sure we had Britne on it at least once or twice this month, man. And when next time you come back, you go host it, Britne. So we go put you in the driver's seat. But it's Women's History Month, and I wanted to play y'all a sound bite, because I seen a lot of people. First of all, it started with Michael Porter Jr. saying some ignorant stuff about the W, and I'm tired of hearing. How they don't get no views because it's their fault. And I heard somebody earlier today say it's more women on the earth than it is men. So if the women's sports ain't getting supported, it's because of the women. I hate that. I hate that whole thing. So it's good to hear somebody say something good about it, man. And I'm gonna play you what KG said. I'm gonna play you what the response of what Carmelo Anthony said as well. So and then I'm gonna get your thoughts on it.
Blackberry Crown and lemonade, baby.
And
wait, please don't tell me the whole time I was recording y'all talking.
I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, wait, that sounds like me. Hold on.
I was like,
yeah.
So what you're saying is you're not about to play KG.
Hold on. Let me check the other ones.
Hey, but Jay,
yeah, all of them is y'all. Lord, how much how did that happen, man? That's too funny, man. All right, so I'll play it from my phone.
boy. Hey, don't let me mess up like that, though.
Mail on that Gary Payton, too.
Gotta be.
I gotta be. All right, man.
Give a man a white mic. He don't know how to act.
Here's KG.
College basketball, where I know more girls than guys. Name 5 guys in college right now, Pete.
Crickets.
I don't know. I don't even know who the top player in college is. Who the top player in college?
I don't know. I know I know the girls.
I know the girls.
I know Miss Reeves. I know Caitlin. I know,
right.
You feel me?
I know the girls.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Shout to Dawn Stanley, too, man. The Gamecocks second year
South
in a row.
Carolina.
Going fucking undefeated in the SEC.
I have watched more girl games this year.
Women's basketball,
yes,
man. Is this the first time we got women's basketball ahead of men's basketball?
Yeah, and the WNBA coming too. They got some stars.
College though, women's college basketball is fucking electric, Lord. Like it is blowing the guys' game out of the water.
Yeah, it is.
Shorty shooting that shit from deep. Everybody thinks she the only one shooting deep. Go watch the girl from Connecticut.
If you put her in the NBA game,
Becker.
If you put her in the NBA game,
now stop, Lord. She can go right to any hood right now and get a bucket. That's what I'm saying.
If you gave her 30 minutes in the NBA game, can she get a bucket? I think so. I think she can get 10.
She get more than a bucket.
She can get 10.
She get more than 10.
If you gave her 30 minutes in the league game.
Listen, bro.
I think she get 10 points.
If they ever let a female in the game, niggas ain't in shape. If you ain't in a Steph Curry shape, that's how she plays, bro.
Right.
You
I think she can give you 10 points in the NBA game.
Nah, she gonna give you more than 10. She can shoot, and she got work, bro.
It's still
what?
Athleticism from the men is overwhelming.
It ain't tough no more. You can't hand check. And if you let a motherfucker wiggle, you feel me?
Yeah,
she can wiggle.
Though is good. I think 10 in the game.
Tripping, bro. You see where she shoot the ball from, bro? As a matter of fact, what's she playing with, a women's ball?
Nah, she playing with the NBA ball. She can get 10.
She can still get money on that motherfucker.
I think she can get 10.
It's a few girls right now.
Listen, get 10.
Listen, I ain't giving no disservice to all the girls out there. I want to shout out Juju at USC getting fucking money.
Boy.
Nigga, what's up? She a walking fucking bucket. Her name should be Walking Bucket. She need to come out with Juju Juice. Got this Juju workout. Nigga, get this Juju right. Nigga, shorty nice, Lord. And I can't wait for the goddamn tournament to start. Straight up.
You see Travis Scott went to.
All right, man. So that's KG, man. The quote that came from Carmelo Anthony is basically he said the purest form of basketball you can watch is from the WNBA or the women's hoops in college. He said that's the purest form. That if you want to see the craft, that's where you go watch it. I mean, when they set screens, they're still setting it when they're set and they're not moving. I mean, the screens in the NBA is not even real screens no more. Like they're carrying the ball. They're doing all types of crazy stuff. But if you want to see the pure form, go watch college hoops. Go watch WNBA. That's where you can get it from. But I want to get y'all thoughts, man. Is the women's game becoming more excited than the men's game?
I think
in college.
Yeah, we're gonna start with our guest first.
Got to.
I mean, in college, absolutely. I think the WNBA still needs, to get. I think once these young girls from the college go to the WNBA, I feel like that's what's going to get the WNBA. People are going to get more involved and watching the WNBA, right? But the college game, my goodness, is that exciting? And I've always said it. I said if you want to watch people play basketball right, be more fundamentally sound, then you have to watch women's because they can't rely on their athleticism. You know, we can't jump out of the gym like LeBron and things like that. So I agree with KG. I mean, I know more women's names than I do men. I may know one, and I'm a basketball person, but it's just the competitive nature of the college game, the back and forth, the new rivalries, the amazing head coaches, and I love that he shouted out my fellow Philly girl and Dawn Stelly. But absolutely, right now in this moment, the college game to me is more exciting than the men's college game.
I think the WNBA is like that too, though, Britne. I mean, the only difference is, you know, I think they stopped taking their birth control in the WNBA because they be popping up like Skylar Diggins. She done popped up and missed 2 straight playoffs because she had kids. I don't know what it is, so sometimes you don't get to see all of them, man. But I think they both are exciting. I think they both is the pure sport. I like watching them. I like watching college as well, man. But NBA is getting real hard, man.
I think when it comes to the WNBA, it's a lot of times it's for that reason. You know, they may not be there, or it's people don't know where to find it. I think the marketing aspect is what's impacting the WNBA as of right now in this moment.
Why y'all laughing? Why y'all laughing, man? Why y'all laughing, man?
It's
Why
Jay.
y'all laughing?
I be trying to let you slide. It's Jay always making the face, man.
Look, I said the college. I knew somebody was gonna say something because I said the NBA is getting hard to watch. Come on, man. I can't say hard, Jay. Really? Come on, man.
Jay, I haven't said anything.
I knew that's what he was gonna say.
What?
I haven't said a word. I'm listening to our guests. I'm following that. I agree with a lot of what she's saying.
Did you agree with what I said?
No. Nah, I can't agree with that, buddy. Nah, I did, man, for real. But it's no secret that I have always been a bigger fan of college hoops than NBA hoops. Shout out to my Blue Devils who like to lose to everybody whenever they can. But you know, shout out to y'all. But before I get into it, KG is a phenomenal talker, man. That dude say anything and it don't like he's just weird, man. I like him. But the women's game is the purest form of basketball, period. Because even in the college men game right now, you have a lot of people who play hero ball. You don't even see the women checking the hero ball unless it's absolutely necessary. Like you got like it's 18 minutes left in the first half, and dudes is checking in the hero ball. I want to show you my whole package pause. Everything I got, like right off the rip. And while you got 16, you know, you got 4 teammates open. You just want to so that it, you know, because I think the men's game, they're trying to showcase that they can play on the NBA level the way that the NBA is playing. So that's taking away some of the purity of the NCAA for the men. But the WNBA, like, not only are they like marketed wrong, like they come on, it comes on at like weird times, like not like on the clock, but like in the middle of the summer. Like I think it should move. Like in my opinion, they should run it concurrently with the NBA season.
Yeah, I thought that too, man. You talking about the WNBA, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought they should do it the same way we do it in high school or in college, where the varsity and the varsity boys and the varsity girls. I think they should try that at least. You know what I mean? But I get when they first started, they was like, we don't want to compete with the NBA, so we'll do a whole totally different season. But man, forget trying to compete with them. It's, you know, just have them, you know, run coincide like Jay said. I think that'd be dope if I get to see a double header of a big playoff game from the women and then a big playoff game from the men. Oh, that'd be dope, bro. That'd be real dope.
Or they should do it like I know Tuesdays and Thursdays is big for the NBA, right? where they air it on national major networks. Maybe they could do it on Wednesdays and like Mondays and Wednesdays, so they could go
Well, they
not
don't
the
want to go
same
head to head
days,
with
but the
Raw.
next
Pause.
day.
No, they don't want to go head. They want to leave Mondays alone. They don't want to go head to head with Raw. Them ratings gonna be. It's not gonna be good ratings for them.
But
no,
is Raw
always
still good? I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know if Raw still hitting ratings like that.
Ain't nothing ever better than Raw.
I mean,
what are we talking about, right? Okay, listen.
We talking about wrestling.
It's about wrestling, WWE.
Got it. Okay.
People still watch that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
so
it is not the same.
It isn't,
but what I'm telling you about viewership, like if you go to their YouTube, like they're one of, like they reach like 10 billion views. Like,
aren't they the
like
longest
the third
running?
ever?
Are they the longest running like
episodical show?
Show?
Yeah, they right behind Days of Our Lives and Love and Hip Hop.
I think they might have passed them, honestly.
Did you say Love and Hip Hop?
Remember, just be saying stuff. Nah, they Raw is the how do they say it? The longest running weekly episodic television program in history.
Right.
Like you don't get that without ratings, but they're actually in the, I think January of next year they'll start airing on Netflix. So that's going to be different.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Kim, honestly, I think I just started watching female college basketball. I think I started watching it last year, and I seen how hard they played. I don't watch WNBA. I'm just being honest. I just don't watch it. It's just not appealing to me at this time. But I look at the way the girls play in college ball, and you see how aggressive they are. You see what passion they play with. And that last game that championship game they just had, that was off the chain. I mean, they had fights. It was entertaining. So I'm definitely pulling up on women's college basketball at a minimum from now on.
I'm saying the competitive nature in that college and women's college basketball to me is second to no one. I don't see that in the men's game. I don't. I watch a couple games and I'm like, okay, what's next? Let me turn to something else. I don't get that excitement anymore from the men's game. I don't even feel the rivalries anymore in the men's college game. I feel it all in the women's right now. Like right now, the big one's LSU and South Carolina.
You know what though? I'm gonna tell you what though.
That's a great
the reason is though, I think we've been watching men's basketball for so long, especially in college, and we really don't start watching it to March Madness till they get down to like the Elite Eight, Final Four, and then finally the championship.
Which means it ain't good.
Not me.
Right.
I mean,
I was just about to say that was the point.
I actually wait for the beginning of the college season. And I watch not just like the ACC because that's real big where I'm at. Like right now, UConn and St. John's is on the television behind me. Like I just like basketball, and the mid majors are still playing the game kind of like it was designed to be played. Yeah. But again, these one and done guys, I think making people go to college that could actually go straight to the league, those guys is showing their league capabilities because they know they're only there to get drafted.
Right.
So it's killing that product. You know what I mean? So it's one of those.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm still not reading none of your messages until you change that name.
I think he might have made it worse. He made it worse. He made it worse. I'm not reading.
Can we just?
It's got to be
call
a
him
super
LS
chat.
then. Call him LS.
No, it's got to be a super chat.
You can't.
I'm not. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, man.
And in the interest of Women's History Month, we're not letting the guests read it either.
Facts. Exactly.
Facts.
So
no, I wasn't gonna read that one. Yeah, wow, that was a little too wild for me.
Too much.
I can see what you do after hours.
Yeah, you
are. For me, I growing up on NBA basketball. That is primarily the level of basketball that I watch. I do watch men's college, and I will say, a couple years ago is when I started actually getting into women's college basketball. I want to say South Carolina's first championship a couple years ago. Might have been like the year I really started watching, and then after that started, continuing to watch. And then of course the championship game last year, we kind of seen it as a collision course between LSU and Iowa, and just the like Britne said, like there's no buddy in women's college basketball. I think NBA has gotten too friendly, too buddy. Too many, oh, that's my guy outside of here. Whereas women college is like, I got to step on you to get to where I'm trying to go. And we see that. As a matter of fact, we just saw it in the SEC championship game. That was a great game between LSU and South Carolina. It was pure, distinct for each other. It got chippy. There was ejections. There was fights. We're to the point where they only had 5 players for each side because they end up clearing the bench, right? And it was just like, it came down to the wire for real. It wasn't even, I don't think it was a 10-point win for South Carolina. And like that's
they're playing with passion. That's why.
Yeah, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong though. You can't declare for the WNBA draft until after your 3rd year in college, right?
It might be junior year, yeah.
Junior year.
I think so.
I feel like they should go to like give them the opportunity to be one and done. So that way the WNBA can start infusing that talent early, because we're just waiting for the Caitlin Clark and the Angel Reeses and the Flaugers and the Cardozos and everybody to get into the WNBA, because that's going to be that. Yeah, that's going to, Paige Buchers, Van Lip. That's going to bring that infusion of that new game, because we're still sitting on kind of like, I hate to say it, like stale old material where we're still playing in the shadow of Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Candace Parker, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they've been, credit to what they've done for the game of WNBA, but they need to make that turn and let once these, they let these new girls come in, and I feel like because Caitlin Clark's game is going to translate right over. She's going to do the same thing she's done in Iowa in the WNBA. Angel Reese is going to do the same thing she's doing now in the WNBA.
I don't know about Angel Reese.
Asia Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson go be Look, Caitlin go be all right. Juju go be all right. I think Angel Reese go struggle a little bit.
Listen. Hold on. Time out.
She's gonna have trouble.
I've been sitting here this whole time trying not to say, but when I first started watching women's college basketball, you had maybe one extremely cute basketball player at a time. Like I can remember Candace Parker, and then maybe Skylar Diggins or something like that was on that you've seen on TV. And now, according to my younger brethren, they say that in the college game, they're easier on the eyes to look at, and that's actually increasing the popularity.
Spit it out, Jay. Spit it out, Jay.
Just spit around the bush, man.
Jay, spit it out, man.
Jay, take your time, Jay. Take your time.
I make it taking the scenic route to get to the point.
Hey, listen, because I'm also a happily married man. I'm a happily married, great bearded man. So I'm But anyway, it's easier product to watch now than it's ever been.
Okay. All right.
Someone made a valid point. It just popped up.
It probably was me. Go ahead.
And if you in the chat, sure. They made a valid point that if they go one and done, then we may not know who they are. And I actually think they're right. I think women's college basketball they put the money to market that a lot more than they do in the WNBA. I think if you have a Caitlin Clark or a Juju Watkins that go, well, Juju might be a little different, but Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all those guys go right into the WNBA. I do agree. I don't think we would know who they are, and that would not excite us as much. So I think it comes down to they have to invest more money into the WNBA. They have to make it more marketable. They have to make it easy to find tickets. For the longest years, like I played basketball while I was younger. I remember, I was young when it first started. I think it started in 96, but I looked up to the Dawn Stellies. I looked up to, oh my goodness, the Lisa Leslies. And then so later on, although she's not that much older than me, it was Maya Moore. Maya Moore is my favorite WNBA player,
My goal.
fair women's basketball player. Period. So, I just lost my point. But my point is that they gotta, and it's primary the NBA because they're offset of the NBA. Let's be real. They need to put more money into the WNBA and allow us to like go to Ticketmaster and find a ticket. No, why do I gotta go searching? They don't have a basketball team in every city yet. So you have a lot of talented females that gotta go overseas. It's just that's the biggest thing. People don't.
Hey, Britt, y'all got to make more money though for them to spend more money. You know what I mean?
I think that's a good point. I'm glad you said that, E, because when you look at the NCAA, they're making so much more money than what the WNBA is making. This is an entity that has been robbing people for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just to call it what it is. Now they're able to ration out some of those dollars, and these people like Flage and Caitlin Clark getting these meal deals where they're making more dollar amount than somebody a first year in WNBA player.
Right, but in order to make more money, you have to invest in the product, right? So any business that you start, you got to invest money to create the product in order to bring in more dollars. So that's the biggest thing.
Real quick, so we got a hard-headed caller that just happened to be a VIP. We supposed to, the format is we talk and then we open the phone lines up and then everybody call in. But since this guy's been my day one friend since I was like 10, he feel like he can call in right now because he got my number. Brandon, Big Bird. I don't know what you want me to call
Birdie.
And get that man off the phone.
Hey, what?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on, gang? I love the show. Long time caller, first time listener.
What?
The show was amazing. Listen,
listen. Hiding giraffe titties, man.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, look. Hey, I forgot today was Friday, and I called to talk about the pizza from last night.
Oh, you didn't know I was live?
I forgot, bro. I just got for work, but I forgot.
Hey,
what's up, Coach Train?
What up, Birdman? Birdman.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Zoe, what up, Zoe?
Birdman.
Yeah,
I'm coming to DC soon too.
Hey, y'all. Hey, look. Y'all go ahead, man. I'm gonna hang up, but I forgot the show was on. But I love the show, man. You guys keep doing what you're doing. And lady, I'm glad you're a great addition to the show. It's been wonderful. And now I'm about to log in and just spend my night listening to you guys. So
who y'all?
Keep doing what you guys do, man. I love it so much.
All right, big dog.
Appreciate you, Bird.
All
right, Bird.
All right. Oh, I thought he was trying to call the show. He was trying to call I guess because he fancy me. Super chat, man. I appreciate it, man. He said they make more money in college, so why leave early? That's a good question.
And that's a good point. But also to the other side of that, right? What's to say that the NIL deals will stop when they leave college, right? It's still an endorsement. It's just labeled NIL for college, right? But that's an endorsement now. So they can take that endorsement with them to the league. And, they can still market off that money and then make their contract money. So I think we haven't seen anybody make that jump with the NIL deal to college yet. I think the first wave will be Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese when she goes and everything like that. So we'll start to see how that actually works. But I feel like that'll be one of the key cogs that actually gets the WNBA rolling, because it's like now you don't have to, it's gonna kind of sound bad. Like they don't have to worry about paying them because they're already getting paid from endorsements, but now they can start focusing that money into building the brand as a whole instead of just trying to pay the player, because the player's still getting paid.
Yeah. Well, let's do this really quick because this is something I was thinking about, man. And this might be a little controversial, but this is how I had it, man. I wanted to get y'all thoughts on who the female GOAT was, and I'm talking about all sports, and I'm talking about going 1 through 5 for female GOATs across all sports, right?
That's
this gonna be rough. It's
gonna be rough. So I came up with mine, and I want y'all to talk about it. Serena Williams. No, that's like these people I'm picking. There's no competition nowhere in their sport. They're hands down it, right? Serena Williams is it for me, right? Number 2, definitely Simone Biles. I mean, you might say Gabby Douglas. You might can go back to the 90s and
Simone is
and some of the, but Simone is, no competition, right? Number 3, I got Cheryl Miller. I know you said Maya Moore earlier. You might can go Cynthia Cooper.
My favorite player.
Oh,
Cheryl Moore is monster. Cheryl
Miller. Bro, Cheryl Miller is like that, bro. She's it for me for basketball. Number 4, Layla Ali, man. Facts. I mean, you can talk about what is it, Clarissa Shields or whoever else you want to talk about, Ronda Rousey. I don't care who it is. Layla's it, right? Yeah. And then number 1 for me all the time is Harriet Tubman, man. Harriet Tubman, the most rushing yards ever. Oh, no, that's the wrong picture. No, she's playing Harriet Tubman in the movie that coming out next year. The real Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman is the most rushing yards ever by woman or man across any sport. Harriet Tubman is
you are retarded, bro. What is wrong with you, man?
I can't say that word.
What is wrong with you?
What, man?
That's cross country star as well.
Exactly. Track stars too.
Hell no.
What y'all think about my top 5 and what would y'all do different?
Black Twitter gonna tear your ass up.
She is playing Harriet next on the movie coming out next year.
Which is crazy. That's the first thing I would change is who's playing Harriet Tubman. But the second thing I would
possible.
Nah, your list was solid, bro. Honestly, your list was really, really solid. It's tough. There are other names that belong up there. I think Gabby Douglas should be mentioned, but when you talk about dominating the sport for the longevity that Simone Biles has, that's really, really second to none. Maya Moore is my basketball GOAT, but you putting Cheryl Miller up there. Cheryl Swoops could have been up there. Lisa Leslie could have been up there. Some names that could have been up there, but I can't be mad at your list because I mean, I just read the comment. I'm just gonna act like I didn't read the comment, but your list was solid, bro. Your list was really, really Jackie Joyner Kersey. That's a good one. Flojo,
yeah.
What about Felix? What's her first name? Felix.
Allison
Felix. I mean, Marion Jones. I know she was on that stuff, but
I put Flojo above both of them though. I got Flojo. Jackie Joyner Kersey is between her and Flojo. Those my top 2 when it comes to track.
Dawn Staley creeping up. Hey, Unspoken Voices. Hey, Dawn Staley is going to be one of those when it comes to coaching. She's a gold medalist when it comes to playing. She's going to be one of those when it comes to coaching.
Yeah. Who got something different? Chris, you had something different, right?
Yeah. So I got Serena Williams number 1, of course. Simone Biles is my number 2 as well. What she's done is unrivaled. Like they made rules because of her. I have Allison Felix number 3 though.
I like
I just feel like she was track, you know what I'm saying? Like her name and track were synonymous together. I got Lisa Leslie as number 4. That's my WNBA GOAT. Just because
Lisa
it's more
Leslie?
than because it's more than what she did as far as just like, you know, championships. Like she kind of really made the game. She put the spotlight on the game a little bit, plus all the other accolades that she's got. I mean, 4-time gold medalist is crazy, among other things. And then I got Dawn Staley in at number 5. Like,
I'm not mad at Dawn Staley.
Like as a player, she was good, and then what she's done as a coach is just, you know, nothing short of incredible. And she's doesn't look like she's stopping anytime soon. You know, so but that's my 5.
I have one question.
I'm not putting that up there. I'm not putting that comment up there.
We're not counting Juwanna Mann or Dwight Howard.
I'm not putting that comment up there.
So here's my question: Is
y'all are terrible?
Is it any women or just women of a certain ethnicity?
Any woman. I mean, I think somebody said
any women top 5 women of all time.
Oh, what's the Rapinoe?
All right, so I got
soccer lady
Mia Hamm.
Rapinoe,
or is that her teammate?
So Megan Rapinoe was
Rapinoe though, because she kind of trend set it. She made me want to watch. Like, okay, she nice like that.
Yeah.
So, Mia Hamm. I will put Mia Hamm.
Nah, Mia Hamm goes up there.
Mia Hamm should go on there.
You have to be Mia Hamm. She's on my list.
I'm gonna go to another sport. So my first 4 is the same as Mel's.
Okay.
But my 5th one is Caitlyn Jenner. First one.
I mean, she did win Woman of the Year,
and the first woman to ever be in the Olympics as a man.
But
you can't do that, dog. Y'all can't do that.
It's Women's History Month, man.
What do we do? 30 minutes. 30 minutes in.
We ain't gonna make it. When we look back.
All right, guys.
Hey, listen. To make the male Olympics, yo, it's crazy as a woman.
Stop it. Greg Anderson, thanks for the super chat. If the WNBA players start making money, I'm getting one pregnant. Okay.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, Greg.
When these college kids go into there, I think that'll help it a lot.
Oh, they finna make some bank. Fly shout out to Fly J, Savannah's on RP Ski, but she's doing something different. I think it hasn't been a person who has been good enough in basketball to be recognized the way that she's recognized in basketball and have another elite skill of any kind. And she can really rap. Like she's a talent.
She's dope.
She's dope. And so I think the money, the marketing, a combination of everything is going it's going to increase the revenue. When this wave goes into the league, they're going to demand the high dollar.
It's going to be a new era in women's professional basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now, for me, when I watch these young ladies in college and how they go back and forth, it kind of reminds me, call me crazy if you want, of that 90s NBA when you had like the guys just going at it. Was no friends on the court. And that's what it feels like in women's college basketball.
Hey, Britne, I thought you was going to go somewhere else. I thought you was going to go that late 90s, early 2000 Big East with Syracuse and UConn and like how those games used to be. Like it's two-step. Yeah. Ooh. But that was a crazy time in men's basketball, but that's what women's basketball in college has evolved.
You know what? That is that's a good point, Jay. That's a really good point. It looks different. Honestly, besides the diehards, the casuals, you could name a Caitlin Clark. You can name Juju. You can name Angel Reese. You can name Flage. You can name Paige Buchers, Haley Van Lith. You can name these people, but besides the diehards, and I'm a diehard, so I can name a bunch of men's college basketball players right now, but most people cannot, and that's what I got to agree with KG with.
Right. Hey. So my list, real quick. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
My list is pretty similar. I got Serena Williams number 1. I switched it up a little bit. I got 2 FloJo, Florence Griffin Joyner, can't say it. 3, I had to put her in there because she was a transformer in the game. And that's Billie Jean King. I know she was old school.
Nah, that's a good one.
Man, what she did for the game of tennis, she transformed that game. And then she's the reason why these women tennis players get paid the way they get paid now, because she fought for that. And she even beat, what's his name? Bobby Riggs to help fight for that. And she killed Bobby Riggs. And then 4, I had to put Mia Hamm on my list. One of the greatest female soccer players of all time. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Pele, whatever. I can't think of his name. Yeah. Pele. Yeah, I know he named her as one of the best, greatest soccer players, period. Male or woman. It didn't matter. And then number 5, I was just torn all over the place. I don't really have. I put Simone Biles for right now, but I was torn, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, hey, calm that background down. Caller from DC. We're gonna open the phone lines up for only 2 calls, man. So caller from DC, what's up? And somebody doing karate in the background, so you can tell them to chill out.
Definitely a kung fu flick going on back there.
Nah, I was running to my car real quick.
Oh, okay. What's up, brother?
Yeah. Hey, what's up with y'all, man? Man, y'all been ducking and dodging, man. I can't catch y'all.
that's my
sometimes Saturday, sometimes.
Yeah,
can't
man.
Miss the show, man.
Tuesday and Friday is the day, but if we miss it for some conflict, we'll try to make it up the day after.
Right, y'all the only ones I watch live on YouTube. Anyone else, I can catch the reruns, but y'all let people call in and all that, so we do appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So I see I call it the greatest woman. Are we talking about women's sports?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that Kobe conversation next.
Yeah.
Y'all know me, man. I wanted to get that Kobe conversation, but nah, for real. Just on the women's sports in general, bro. Y'all ever heard of a sport named netball before?
I heard about it. I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, because you see, if they're not gonna lower the rim and get like dunking in, you feel me? I think dunking can help a lot. with like the female game.
Yeah.
So if they're not gonna lower the rim and get dunking in, then it's gonna be like knockoff basketball, like European or something that we're not gonna watch because the highest league will be the NBA. Now with netball, girls do it like we used to be in Jamaica. We'd be watching them and everything because like if you understand it and if you're used to it, just like soccer for Americans, they find it boring because they don't understand it, right?
That's true.
If a football game in America finished 3-0, it's just like a soccer game finished 1-0, you feel me? And it's all about the skill level. Defense should be playing high, right? So if you're watching soccer, you see all the moves that you like, it not necessarily the goals every time. So for me, like netball is a sport where they don't use the rim, they don't even got a dribble. They just be moving till they score. So pretty much they're trying to let females play the man version of this game that plays on the court, right? Where the female version is really netball. Because that it's pretty much shooting and movement. Men and women can do that almost at the same clip.
Yeah.
Like the girl that did that shooting, what's her name, Caitlin, that did the shooting with Steph, she didn't do bad at all. She would have actually even made it to the finals in the men's shootout because it's just shooting. But when you go on to like playing the game and your skill level and you dunking and everything, then it's like a watered down version of the NBA. So the thing is trying to America introduce women's basketball rather than using netball because netball is just a women's sport. Try using, you feel me? So when you're using women's basketball, it's like knockoff of the competitiveness and everything that men's basketball got.
Right.
But when it's netball, it's a sport that's just built for women. You feel me? But in terms of like the greatest female athlete, Americans, I'm sorry, but y'all in a box. You feel me? So when y'all talking about the greatest nothing, you don't go outside of America.
Okay, so tell me the part we're missing about as far as women outside of America.
I mean, even within America, some of the female American soccer players, we gotta mention some of them. But Serena, she's the greatest woman of any woman playing sports ever to me.
Okay.
So I would agree with every American on that. You feel me? But then when it comes on to like track and field, I hear you guys call.
I knew that one was coming.
No, but I don't hear Kelly and Fraser or you know Veronica Campbell. Like, look, everyone knows about Bolt, right?
Of course.
So if you guys should get $1 million,
if
you guys should get $1 million, and they ask you who is the greatest 100-meter sprinter of all time.
His phone down?
I think we lost him. Hello? Hey, bro. Hello?
He got that T-Mobile Jamaican service.
AT&T. Go ahead. We listen.
You back.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Keep going. You said who's the greatest 100-meter sprinter?
For $1 million. Yeah, the greatest 100-meter sprinter ever for $1 million. Who would you guys say it is?
Either for men, it's gonna definitely either be Bolt or Michael Johnson.
And see, you would have been wrong.
Okay.
So for men, the greatest 100-meter sprinter is still a Jamaican.
We said Bolt, didn't we?
Yeah, we said Bolt. Oh, you talking about who is Bailey? Is Bailey Jamaican?
100-meter. Huh?
What you talking about, Bailey? Oh, he's not Jamaican. I might be talking about somebody different.
No, he's Jamaican.
Bailey is?
So Bailey is Jamaican too, but so let me break it down to you about that guy, Asaba Powell. So they asked, you remember that dude Noah that made all the NBA players get in their feelings and he told them that they're not champions of the world?
Yeah.
So when they asked him whose sprinting style he would want or who he think is the greatest sprinter, he tend to agree. But only thing now, Asaba Powell, Now, the fastest man with that clock the fastest time don't necessarily mean that's why with this LeBron James and 40,000 points, you still not no GOAT.
Yeah.
Because the fastest man just mean on that day, he probably run the fastest time ever, right?
Right.
Let me break it down real quick because I know I got to go with y'all. So Asaba Powell, that dude that I'm telling you about,
we know about
he broke the world record. Yeah, he broke the world record before Usain Bolt, right?
Okay.
He broke it twice before Bolt, but Bolt broke it as well. So here's why Asaba is the greatest. So we have the most sub-10 time ever in history, right? But not even about the times that he ran. So he run like sub-10, like 90-something times, right? Way more than Bolt. You see his technique and how he starts and transition into his top speed, like his technique is flawless. Bolt has just more power on the like tail end of the race where his legs, because he's like 6'5", he will just beat you by the time you reach 100 meters. Like if it was for 60 meters, Asaba, the way his technique and his running and how he goes down from start into in his full top speed, it's just that when they went to their first Olympics, Asaba, to me, had the nerves of the whole country. Like, you got the Bolt was a youngster, carefree. Asaba is what the country is depending on to bring it home.
Right.
Asaba coming like 5th in that race and Bolt won that race. So now you're an Olympic champion. You're running freely. You're not worrying about nothing.
Hello?
Asaba Powell used to run for like, hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Phil. You got 30 seconds. Hey, I'm gonna have to go to the next call of your phone break coming in and out, brother. But thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
I think what he was getting to was that Shelly Ann Fraser Price a lot.
Please tell me where he was getting to. Please tell me where he was getting to.
I'm swinging. Asafa Powell is great. Like his technique and form is great. I thought we was talking about women, so I thought he was gonna go Sharika Jackson, Shelly Ann Fraser Price. I thought I thought he was going there. So I'm gonna think that he's going. I think that he's going there and saying that we got to put some respect on them, those Jamaican sprinters' name, and I do respect them. Asafa Powell, yes, I do agree that that's the best. He's great in form, but Tyson Gay ran a better time than Asafa Powell all time in the 100. So
yeah, Gay was cold too.
As far as women, Shelly Ann Fraser Price, that's one of my favorites. Sharika Jackson, killer. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love those ladies.
Yeah, they
yeah.
All right, Roland Curtis, you on the line, man. You gonna be the last caller for this segment, man.
Roland,
give me about 30 seconds on this one. Go ahead.
Rolling.
Okay, I'll try to go. I'll try to be fast. So, first of all, it's hard for most Americans to discuss women's sports because I think a lot of men don't really watch it and a lot of women don't watch it. But I did try to give the WNBA a shot a while back. I remember when Diana Taurasi and Elena Beard was coming in, and they were supposed to be they tried to bring them in together because they wanted them to be like the LeBron and Carmelo Anthony of that class. And I remember Elena Beard just kind of fell off into obscurity. And you guys talked about the different players like Cheryl Miller, and Cheryl Swoops and others. But I think just as the general consensus of the NBA, the greatest player ever is Michael Jordan. I believe for the WNBA, it's supposed to be Diana Taurasi, even though I think a lot of us here probably on the panel don't agree or don't think that way. But I think the general consensus is that but just judging by her skills and accolades, Taurasi is supposed to be the greatest women's basketball player ever. Another sport where there's a GOAT is in MMA. Amanda Nunes. She was the lady that destroyed Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She lost early in her career, but then after that she went on like a 5 to 6 to 7 year undefeated, like where she
the rest of her career streak.
Right. She finally lost, and then she got that win back, and she beat the woman who beat her, and then she retired on top. So she's considered the female GOAT of mixed martial arts. As far as women coming in, I don't know if you guys have heard Juju Watkins plays for USC and
a beast.
Ada Williams.
Yeah,
plays for Arizona. Yeah, I wasn't following them, but I would see like there are YouTube channels that will put up the best young women coming up basketball in terms of basketball, and those two I saw before they went to USC and Arizona respectively that they were both really good. Like they look like they've evolved the game of women's basketball And I think they're already the best one. And they might try to bring them in together like LeBron and Melo. Some people even said that just to help bring more money into the WNBA, that you think about bringing some of these girls out of high school. Like people felt that Juju Watkins and Jada Williams were good enough to come straight out of high school. That's what Gilbert Arenas said. And then I just wanted to leave you guys with this, because the next topic is Kobe Bryant. I think the biggest injury to women's basketball was the passing of Gigi Bryant. And
for sure.
I never saw her play, but I heard that Kobe Bryant told Jay-Z that she was cool. Well, Jay-Z told people that Kobe told him that she was going to be something special. And I think all of us here, myself included, would have gave the WNBA a serious look just so we could see Kobe Bryant's daughter, to see if she can, kind of carry on the mama mentality that her father showed. And I honestly, for me, when she passed away, I was already thinking she's going to be a player that's going to make me want to watch even women like college, like female college basketball, and then definitely on the WNBA. But when she passed away, I kind of just put the WNBA and women's basketball to the side. But it's good to see that that people are still trying to give it a good look and everything like that. But I just want to leave you guys with that, because I know the next topic is Kobe Bryant. So
thanks, Roland.
I'll go back to the chat here.
Can I say something to that? I mean, I'm glad he brought up Kobe, because I have to shout out Kobe, because Kobe was helping to bring so much attention to women's basketball, and he understood how well these ladies play, and how good they are, that no other basketball player, or just nobody else in general, just paid that much attention to it. Let alone, of course, his daughter was playing basketball, and man, could she play? She was basically a baby Kobe, and you could see that in her skill set as well. But I got to shout out Kobe for that. We need more players to do the same.
Yeah, I 100% agree. That will kind of continue to push for when those players support the W, and if Kobe is doing it, I mean, it's Kobe. If he's supporting the W as one of the most skilled people to ever touch the rock, then I just looking at some of the games from Gigi as I roll, and shout out to that call. That was a really good call, because she not only was she skilled already, but she started to understand the mental part of the game, and that's what you could see. And that's what one of the things that we love being for. You know what I'm saying? The mental part of the game. He was just going to mentally show you what it took to be one of the greats. And if she was able to develop that, that's just another one of the reasons why her and the rest of those girls are gone too soon. But he was definitely pushing that narrative, like, these girls can hoop, and like really, really hoop, regardless of gender. They hoopers, and I can respect.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, Shaq daughter coming too, by the way.
And Zebo daughter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So let's go ahead. Go ahead.
I didn't know you were doing 2-hour soliloquies on the damn phone call,
man. My youth from Jamaica.
You feel me?
We went through a Jamaican history lesson over sports right now. But my first two is I got Venus and Serena, because without them two playing that sport, I'd never watch tennis in my life until they started playing it.
That's fair.
That's facts. That's true.
Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Lopez.
Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie. She the first person.
And let's not go to RP.
Chris, I thought the same thing. I'm like, TLC? I'm confused.
I mean, she did burn down the house, though.
Eric, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah. Yo, hold on. Remember, did you say she did burn the house down? Well, you
did burn down the house
down. Shout out Andre Rising.
Yeah.
Hey, so you can give Harriet Tubman props, but I can't. Hey,
honorable mention left eye.
Though.
Hey man, and then my number 5 is Clarissa Shields, man.
Over Layla?
Bro, at least she was just bigger than everybody. I just see Clarissa Shields. She looked like that girl I can take to the corner store with me and be like, I can't hit no females, but can you take care of that?
No, she is that girl. Like, trust me, she's the girl. She is.
I'm like, man.
He got hands.
Y'all know where she from?
Oh, I know where she from.
Yeah,
she's from Flint.
Yeah.
You go have Flint in there?
We claim Flint. We
okay.
Hey, listen.
You can't do that, Chris. You from the D. You can't do that.
She grew up drinking that Resident Evil water.
Oh yeah,
that's why she like that. That's why she like that.
That's exactly why she like it. She punching on people. If I was drinking that mud water, I'll be punching on people too.
And I don't know if y'all knew, but Floyd from Grand Rapids too. So
yeah, y'all got some hitters out there in the Midwest.
Alicia Bumgarner from Detroit too.
She is next. She might be next.
I don't know if y'all knew, but the Detroit Pistons haven't won 10 games in the last 2 years.
Yeah, we listen.
No, don't do that. Oh, you can't do that, Chris. You can't claim.
You see, I ain't got no. I claim Detroit. Hey, listen, I'm a Pistons fan, but right now I ain't got none of their jerseys up there. So let that speak volumes.
All right, let's go ahead and move, man. Kobe Bryant, man. So this is interesting. I was watching the documentary. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was a documentary based on the 81 points he scored against Toronto. And interestingly enough, Smush Parker was talking on there, and he said something that I thought was worthy to bring up. I don't have the sound. What you laughing at, man? What are you laughing at?
Because you said Smush Parker and Jay got bad. Go ahead, though.
Well, he said something that I thought was pretty eye opening, right? When he said, well, this is something I don't, we don't let out of the locker room. We don't tell people this, but Phil Jackson had 2 separate offenses, and he had one that we ran in the first half that was based on getting the team involved, and he said the second playbook was just for Kobe to get loose in the second half. So it was almost like he knew what Jordan and Kobe was, and he knew, hey, look, man, get your team involved early. And that was like a bargain between them. Get your team involved early, and then I'll let you do what you need to do in the second half if the game is too close or we're losing. It was almost like a bargain, right? So when I heard him say that, and then I heard Gilbert Arenas and Rashad McCants explaining the difference between them and LeBron, I just thought it was something that I wanted to bring to the table to let y'all hear. So this is Rashad McCants talking about and Gilbert Arenas talking about LeBron.
Like LeBron has always been in like finals territory, the number 2 option, because the guys like Dwayne Wade and game 6s had 42 when it could have and should have been LeBron having the 42. He took the back seat and he was allowed the number 2 to take the number 1 role. Same with Kyrie, 41 game 6, I believe, came through clutch moments. When he has a guy who can come in and take clutch moments to the next level, it gives pressure release for him. But AD's not giving him pressure release.
You can't be the number 1 option when we're trying to win. We have to give it to Kobe. He can shoot the free throws. He can hit the shots. He can go to one-on-one. That's what made the D-Wade look great with LeBron and made Kyrie look great. Those last 5 minutes, we're going to win or lose on what Kyrie and D-Wade do. Yep. I'm 1 through 3rd. I'm getting everybody involved. Yeah. But when the elements of I don't want to shoot free. If I can't shoot free throws, I don't want to shoot free throws at the end of the game. That's the guy, and that's what he don't. That's what he don't have. That's what he don't have.
So fourth quarter, the things that you really need in the fourth quarter, you got to be not afraid of that free throw line. Right, you got to be up for that moment to take over. And in the remember in the fourth quarter, close game, what happens? Fouls are not being called, not that often. So if you go into the hole, you're going to get beat up, and you're going to need that mid-range stop and pop in your game. That's why MJ and Kobe developed it, right? So these are the things that was better suited for a Kobe or Mike than it was for a Shaq or LeBron, and that's what they're describing. Their number 2s turned into their number 1s in the fourth quarter for the most part. Having that luxury is great. I don't think MJ had that luxury with Scotty. He had to be the guy first, second, third, and fourth quarter. So I mean, just based on what they're saying and what I said, man, what's y'all thoughts on that?
Eric?
I missed the segment. Go ahead.
Exactly.
I'm
just playing. Nah, yo, Gil right. to be the man, like Ric Flair said, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Jordan and Kobe was like, I'll do it. And LeBron and Shaq is like, look, man, you can foul me and put me on the free throw line, which is a area that I'm not too great at. So it really takes you out of the game. There's some games where down the stretch, they was doing offense for defense for Shaq. Even, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, nah, man, we don't want here liability out here. And that takes away from the greatness, because you can't, when the game is on the line, man, and your number one has to shrink in order for the game to even still be on the line. That takes away from greatness, I believe.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think that when we talk about basketball, I always go back to skill. I do believe that shooting is a skill. Shooting free throws in clutch moments is a skill. Like, it's guys that you want up there, and it's guys that you say, Lord, I hope, you hoping up there, and you don't want those guys in those clutch moments with the ball in their hands, because we've seen the hacker, whoever you want to say, they know that is very important in the crunch time moments. And if you don't have that, it's really, really difficult for me to consider you to be a GOAT or one of the greats. There's no offense to you. I think that Kobe and Jordan saw that and worked on that a lot early in their career. And I will give Bron some credit. In these later years, he has been able to shoot the ball better, as far as shooting goes in these later years. But I think year 4, year 5, if he would have developed his game like that, then we could have that real in detail conversation about him being up there with that. But to me, it's no contest, because I don't need my best player passing the ball. You're my best player, so I want you to win the game for us. That's what I want you to do, and I could depend on Kobe and Mike to do that.
Yeah, I think
Chris,
it's
read
skill.
that. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hey, Chris, read that super chat real quick.
Shout out to the super chat from Unspoken Voices. When you come up on the porch and knock on the Man Down Sports, you must ring the bell and like. Next thing you need to do is subscribe, and if you can, donate. Appreciate the super chat, but for sure, like 200 some people in here, we need the likes. It helps us out a lot. Subscribe, tell your friends. I mean, we really be talking about good topics on here, man. Y'all know it. So get your people in here and kick it with us.
All right, Britne, my bad. I'm sorry.
No. You got to get that super chat in. No, I get it. No, but no, I agree. You need not only skill but mentality. Mike and Kobe had that mental. They said, "It's me. This is my team, and I'm putting it all on my shoulders." And they carried their team each and every game. When it came down to one time, they was like, "I'm not giving this ball up to nobody. We're gonna win or lose by my hands and only my hands." I have so much respect for LeBron, and it's just more of his game to lean on someone else. He didn't necessarily have that take over type of mentality where it's just me. And that's what we fell in love with MJ and Kobe with, basically. And that's why I know it's a completely different player, but they may give him his 3rd MVP this year. But that's why I don't look at Jokic the same way. Sometimes this guy doesn't even play the last so many minutes of a game because he can't play defense. And I'm like, how do people consider him a future GOAT or MVP if you're not even in the game? You got to lean on someone else so much. So MJ and Kobe was just different. And I know Kobe for a while had Shaq, but remember he won 2 without him with Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum. So he was that guy. And Kobe had the mentality just like MJ. I is not in team, but ME is in that mother.
You know what's interesting about Shaq and Kobe though? There's 2 moments I remember the most in fourth quarters. One being when Kobe was a rookie against Utah in the playoffs and he airballed 3 or 4 straight jump shots, right? Did you notice that Shaq wasn't on the floor? I think he either fouled out or they was afraid of his free throws. He was on the bench though.
It was the hacker Shaq. Right? That's what it was.
I need to double check the stats to see if he fouled out because it looked like he might have been fouled out. But he was on the bench, right? And then the other time when he fouled out in the finals against Indiana when Kobe took over, and he kept doing it right there after he was scoring because they thought the game was over. When Shaq got fouled out and Kobe was like, I got this, man. Every time he scored, he kept doing this right here. I got this, right? He was always ready for that moment. He was always the guy that was right for that moment. And I can throw in one more time in that when they was down by like 20 and they was coming back. Kobe was a big part of that. And then that alley-oop he threw to Shaq, where everybody just assumed he was gonna take all the shots, but he threw that pass to Shaq. I mean, come on, man. Kobe was the takeover, man. He was the takeover, and that's dope, man. That's what I like about Kobe, man. But
hey, can y'all be honest though?
Yeah,
Kobe became that. Kobe didn't start off like that.
No, he was always like that.
No, he was not.
Mentality? No.
He was always
Kobe,
like that.
Man, Kobe was like that at Lower Merion.
Look up his rookie season.
Oh, you talking about
he killed his rookie season. What do you mean? He just didn't get off the bench.
He didn't play a lot. He didn't play a lot, but the mentality was that he belonged out there and he knew he belonged.
You know what? R.I.P. to Kobe. You know, I think it was a tragic incident. I think it was terrible, but a lot of times
bullshit.
No, it ain't no hate. No, I think he was a great player. I'm just saying. A lot of times when people pass away, we add a lot of stuff to it.
There's nothing.
I haven't added anything to what I think about Kobe after he passed away. I've said all this stuff years ago.
Become the biggest Kobe fan since he passed.
Look at the baby.
I'm not even a Kobe fan. That baby growing up.
That baby more clutch than LeBron James.
What?
I said that baby more clutch than LeBron James.
Eric, but serious, Eric, I'm trying to see what you didn't see.
Hold on. This is what I'm saying. Michael Jordan has always been the standard.
Okay.
We love Kobe because he was the closest we ever saw to Michael Jordan.
To the standard. Let me ask you this, Eric. I used to calibrate standards and calibrate other gear off of standards.
I damn near got electrocuted by one of them plugs you put in.
Look, if the standard says when you run this to 50 psi, it's 50 psi is the closest thing to 50 psi, and then I grab a meter to test it against that standard.
Are we talking naval jargon right now?
Bro,
it's 49 psi, right? If we're saying the standard is perfectly 50 and we got something that's 49, very close to the standard, everything else that's deviating from that 48, 47, 40, that means you can't be better than that thing that's at 49. It's the closest thing to perfection. So if Jordan is perfection for us and Kobe was the closest thing to it, how can anything that's deviating further from the standard better than the 49 psi as in Kobe Bryant? I hope that made sense.
That made perfect sense. But I need to ask you something. Do you think I've heard a lot of people say the same thing that you've said as far as, Kobe in his passing has gotten a lot more flowers than he got before.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
But let me ask you this. The majority of the people who are saying that, to me, I have seen, not saying that you are LeBron stans, and they use this narrative to degrade Kobe in order to boost LeBron up. And I don't think that Kobe needs anything. When he was alive and doing children's books, I think he was still that. He nothing changed. He didn't die playing basketball. Lord rest his soul.
Right,
he didn't die playing basketball. He died doing other things, getting Oscars and doing other things and going on podcasts and being the most vocal that we've seen Kobe off a floor. So, at the end of the day, I don't think that he needs any sauce, you know what I'm saying, put on his name. I mean, he was great with it, with what he's done, regardless of what people say. He's one of the greatest, in my opinion. He's the second.
So let me ask you this before Jay go. But I just ask you this then, Jay. If people are putting that extra sauce on Kobe because he passed, how come nobody did it for Bill Russell, Len Bias, or anybody else who passed?
Man, everybody who was with Bill Russell done died already, bro. You know how old Bill Russell ass was?
Okay, what about Len Bias?
You know how long ago that was.
So here's the thing. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. In the way that history is told, people talk about extreme successes and extreme failures.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna always hear about the light that you're trying to create a player in, or whatever, even a historical figure, whatever light you're trying to put them in, you're gonna hear about their highlights, their greatness, or whatever. So I don't think anybody's adding anything to Kobe. Take Barry Bonds for instance, right? You hear about all the home runs Barry Bonds hit. We never talk about the strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
You never talk about that, but he led the league in strikeouts many a years, and I think he's either 1 or 2 all time in strikeouts.
He's 2.
So but you'll never hear that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never hear that because it doesn't matter. The man was great. Although it was a little juicy pause, he was great. So when it comes to Kobe, everything that you didn't like about his game while he played, he's not playing no more. So you don't see those things that he did that you didn't like. Same with MJ. Everything you didn't like, it's not there. That's not how we talk about players. You don't hear nobody talking about any pick six that Tom Brady threw in the Super Bowl. You don't.
And he definitely threw one. And probably the best comeback of all Super Bowls. He threw a pick six in that. And I can say that now. Thank you. I've grown.
I say all that to say that
I'm not saying Kobe wasn't great. Go ahead, Jay.
When we talk about greatness, no one ever was the perfect anything. You know what I'm saying? No one ever was the perfect anything. So I can point out the hundreds of shots that he missed. But you can point that out about everyone. You can't point out the clutch gene that he had in everyone. The things that make him great, that's not common to everybody. Everybody miss a shot. Everybody has a turnover. Everybody, does things like that. But again, everybody talk about how he was ball hogging. That man said, yo, I was in practice and you wasn't there. I was there when you got there. I was there when you left. 3 people on me I have a better opportunity of scoring than a wide open Smush Parker.
Hey, this is what I'm saying. We was not talking about Kobe like this when he was alive.
You're in the wrong conversations, bro.
I'm not talking about this saying
we was though.
I don't know where y'all from, but where I'm from, we do out here.
let me speak to that, E. So I feel like as a representative of the younger generation here on the panel, right? I think I think that the respect came in a different form for Kobe. Kobe was one of those players. I just seen it today on SportsCenter. They were talking about Aaron Donald retired and how there's 31 quarterbacks who are saying, thank God. That's the type of respect that Kobe had. Like you can't, you appreciate it because it's great basketball being played, but you don't want to catch yourself admiring it while he's playing. That's a different form of respect because he's still going against your favorite team. He's still going against your favorite player and beating them. But when he retired, we could all sit back and be like, finally, now I can actually sit back and appreciate because now it's just like I don't have to be torn with well, I'm a Pistons fan, but then Kobe just did this to us, or I'm a Knicks fan and Kobe just did, I'm a Celtics fan and Kobe just did. But the respect was quiet, but it was there. And in the 4 years from his retirement to his untimely passing, it came out because all those fans could finally rejoice and be like, hey, like I'm a Kobe fan, but I couldn't allow myself to say that out loud while he was playing.
Because he was a killer. He was
exactly
killing my boy.
He was killing your favorite player, right?
You know what it is,
Didn't they do
bro?
a whole commercial with that? Didn't they create a whole commercial around that? And they say, I hate you and all that stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know what it is, bro? A lot of times we don't appreciate stuff till it's gone. But I do think Kobe was great. I'm not saying it. For me personally, Michael Jordan and then LeBron is probably number 2.
That's correct.
I would say Kobe's like number 3.
Okay. We got a caller from Ohio. Caller, what's up?
OHIO.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Fellas and ladies.
Okay. I just want to make this point. I'll be quick with it.
Okay.
The thing about Kobe Bryant and that a lot of people miss is that after the Colorado incident, the media, the NBA, they wanted to tear down Kobe, and it was bad. You know, it was no way around it. It was bad. But the thing about Kobe is that he didn't do, you know, press and stuff like that. He let his game speak for him. He forced the media hand, right? He forced the media to talk good about him. Not a thing, like it's not what he was gunning for, but that is who he was. You know what I mean? You can't deny what Kobe was as a basketball player, right? And there's two types of people. There's people like Kobe who, through his game, he make the media talk for you, and then there's people like LeBron James who pays the media to talk good about him. You know what I mean? So that's a big difference in the thing about Kobe. Like Kobe greatness always been there. It always been there. People who watch basketball from Kobe, you know, start to finish, they know his greatness always been there. And when he died, it didn't take nothing away from his greatness because we witnessed it firsthand, right? And that's the misconception about people. It's because the media talk bad about Kobe, which gives a perception that when he died, now people talking good about him. But no, people always been talking good about Kobe. And it's like I said before, like if you ain't hearing nobody talking good about Kobe, you've been in the wrong conversations, brother. Yeah, and that's all. That's what it boils down to, and for the most part.
Yeah, good call, man. I appreciate that, man. But I think you're right, man. The Colorado thing was, I mean, that was supposed to bury Kobe, and he was supposed to be done after that. They was already looking for the next person that was going to carry the NBA, but Kobe forced everybody to put him back in the conversation by doing crazy stuff, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, shout out for him to come back from,
no one wanted to tear Kobe down. He could not have been alive during that time.
And he was smart too about you know, he changed his appearance, he changed his number, he did all the work on his end.
And he never spoke ill about the situation. I believe he was on Arsenio when they was asking him about it, blah blah blah. And the only thing he said was God is good.
And he didn't have no media help either.
No media training.
There was nobody in the media. There was nobody in the media glazing him like Kendrick Perkins and Shannon Sharp and Nick Wright. He didn't have none of that. None of that. But hey, thanks for the call, though, brother. Thanks for the call, bro.
No problem. Love the show. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Salute.
All right, bro. Thanks. I'm getting better. I'm getting them in and out. All right, we're gonna take three more calls. Two more calls. Lord have mercy, man. Like a crack house, man. In and out like a crack house. Come on, man.
I ain't say a word, man. In and out.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, I don't even want
to
touch that Colorado incident. I'm gonna let that.
I just remember that ring from that Colorado incident.
I remember that ring.
That was a nice ring. Make sure he kept on to that wife.
All right, everybody clear. Everybody clear the way. DC Slim is on the line. DC, what's up?
Man.
Go ahead, DC.
Hey,
you about to talk that talk.
Check it out, man. I will let y'all know, man. We got a new religion in this world. I don't know if you've seen it in the chat. It's called Jordanism. All right. And then we got the Jordanites. Okay. These are the people who worship. And I mean, when I say worship, look, I'm going to read something to you real quick. It said, it's led to Jordanism from worship that prevents faithful Jordanites from appreciating the talent of any other player for admitting that someone may be better than Jordan. A damnable sin. Lord, let the Lord use you.
Not a damnable sin.
Hey, look, listen, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. I sent you something the other day, Mel, right?
Yeah.
Look, this is getting ridiculous, okay? I am officially, I'm going to go ahead and say it after what I watched last night. I'm taking Jordan out of my top 10, okay? And I'm going to say it. Because of Nike and the NBA, I need the Jordanites to understand promotion. Social media was not around when Michael Jordan played, okay? You only saw him on that Sunday with the da-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's the only time you saw him. And in every commercial. Nice product placement, okay? This is beautiful. Y'all still making him famous, but look, let's get to the real. Kobe is the best player, man. Stop playing with your life, okay? Get over it. And Eric over there hating about some...
DC, hold on. Nope. I'm not going to let you continue yet. You said you're taking Michael Jordan out of your whole entire top 10.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because I am to the conclusion now. I am no longer ranking players, okay, because I got to look at errors. I got to look at help. Okay, put it like this. We say LeBron James getting help from the league. Why won't nobody say Jordan getting help from the league? So when I do my rankings, right, I got to take a lot of stuff into equation, okay? Them Jordans, they're still selling more than any other shoe combined, right? Yeah, everybody still love Jordan, so that's kind of killing the league. And, you know, I had to throw that in there too, because the Jordan fans, they still looking for Jordan to come back. So
30 seconds. My
bad.
Go ahead,
but
30
either
seconds.
way, man, Jordan the best, man. Kobe the best, man. And y'all Jordan, chill out, man. Get your life together. Best fucking show on YouTube. Be easy.
Thanks, DC.
So like I need to
I want to
repent.
meet DC
Wait,
in person.
so
I gotta meet DC.
hold on. Now I'm gonna unpack it.
He was in
I'm
that
gonna unpack it.
in more ways than one. That was blasphemous. That was a blasphemous.
Number one, Jordan is not in his top 10 because he stopped ranking players. But
So
when
that
he
means
ranks
nobody.
players, he got to look at errors. Hey,
Interesting.
yeah.
that was
Interesting. All right, caller from North Carolina. I take it by what I just heard. You're 5 years old.
Oh, 5 years old now. Hey, my name is Jamal. I was just checking out y'all channel. I see y'all talking about Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron.
Yes.
For me, I think Jordan is the number one player because all his stuff speaks for itself. His stats, his accolades, everything speaks for itself. Me, I like Kobe better because Kobe had more of that dog. Like with LeBron, he got a lot of stuff that help him win. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he didn't have the dog in him like that. I felt like he got with other players that had that dog in him.
Facts.
Like
I agree.
Kyrie, D-Wade, stuff like that. So I think that's the biggest difference. I think Kobe get a bad rap because of, you know, everybody knows what happened. So I think that just get a bad rap. I feel like even Kobe, I feel like he would have had 2 MVPs when the Lakers was number one in the West that they gave to LeBron. But, you know, it was about propping up LeBron. I just think Kobe is better. I think he's an overall, like, basketball player. I think he's a little better. And I think LeBron is a little overhyped.
Yeah, it's a lot of truth. To what you said. What's your name, brother?
My name is Jamal.
Jamal. Yeah, it's a lot of truth to what you said, Jamal. Man, I actually agree with most of that.
Yeah, because you know, a lot of people, they look at, like I tried to tell my brother, he watched LeBron when in 2013, 14 and stuff like that. They didn't see LeBron first beginning of his career when he couldn't get the job done. I tried to tell them that they used to guard LeBron like they do Giannis. They force him to shoot. He can't shoot. And if his teammates are not hitting, he not hitting. And you could get LeBron to doubt himself. I feel like Jordan and Kobe didn't have that. It ain't over until the ball is over. Besides Kobe with the Phoenix situation, but other than that, it's over when the ball stops. You know, I feel like visibly you could get LeBron to quit. You know, LeBron will pack it in and be like, you know what? Forget it. I'll average 45, 10, and 10. So nobody don't have to talk to me about, you know, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I feel like once he's defeated, he's defeated. He's not coming back, and you know he's not coming back.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. We'll go ahead and lobby over that, man. But thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it, Jamal.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, man. I love your channel, man. I like you guys a lot.
All right, man. I appreciate that, man. Thanks.
Appreciate you. Hey, man. Hey, man. Can you instruct your callers, man, to get in like a quiet place? I mean, something, bro.
You may not call us.
Work with the fans, bro.
Caller from Texas. What's up?
Hey, this is just out of Fort Worth. How y'all doing today?
We good.
What's going on, bro?
Word, Funky Town.
Again, I keep telling you, what's up, Funky Town? Hey, y'all stop negotiating with terrorists. I don't know what y'all got with this DC Clinton thing, but old boy is crazy.
He
okay,
says stop negotiating with terrorists.
That's madness. Now, man, listen. I'm agreeing with just about everybody else in what they're saying. The bottom line is this: Kobe is the next best thing we've seen in Jordan. Kobe put it out there. He put it on the line. He went. He tried. He didn't make it, but he didn't whine about it later. He didn't have a posse of people going around trying to make something out of nothing. It was what it was, and that's it. It wasn't. But see, this LeBron. The problem that most of us Jordan fans have with LeBron they keep making up stuff like this slander. They bypassed Kobe when the dude had three championships. What are we talking about right now? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Well, he got 5 now.
He got what?
5 now.
What math they teach over there? What math? When I was taught, I was 4.
I got 3.
One of them,
so we all over the place. I got 3. I got 1.
You know what I got? I got 3 and a possible.
He got 5.
Nah, I'm going solid 3. I am not counting not one piece of that bubble. No,
I got 1 in a pop. I got 1 in a pop.
Neither Jordan or Kobe ran away and went and got with other players that were way past utilizing, like, serviceable. No. He went and got 2 other dudes that were in the same draft class as him. All 3 of them are lottery, and they're all in the same conference. So you weaken the East and you blow out the East because you just taken the superstars that you competing against.
That's a good point.
And then you're going in there, and then you're going into war, and you can only win 2 out of 4. Seriously,
talk to him.
You go in. I put it this way: in my military, if I had those kind of odds and I'm getting my butt kicked 50% of the time, I'm sorry. What are we paying for? What are we doing right now? You got all those advantages, and that's all you can show for it.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And tell me, please, somebody tell me when Jordan or Kobe showed up with a fake ass cast on their hand because he knew he was about to get swept. Please, anybody.
Here they go to conspiracy theorists.
Anybody. Hey, get dog or holler. All I'm saying is just somebody tell me when that happened.
All right, we'll think about it, man. Thanks for the call. We're gonna talk about that right now, man.
You got you. Y'all be good.
All right, thank you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Hey, when did that happen, Eric?
Hey, man. Hey, come on, bro. Are you really want me to answer this? That's sure. Really legitimate.
Just speak to it, E.
The man got 5 championships, man. He didn't
Lord
make up.
Have mercy, boy.
That
goddamn dementia, boy. Goddamn.
I blame you, boy.
Who got 5? Kobe?
Brian.
Bean definitely got 5.
How Brian
got 5 real ones? 5 solid, real,
I got
hard-earned
championships. The wedding ring counts as the 5th. That's what
I think so. Yeah.
You know what?
Okay.
Sure.
You were so cool early. I don't know what happened to you. Don't let them switch you up. Don't let them put you in the box. Don't let them. Hey, listen, man. LeBron evolved the game just as much as Jordan did, bro.
Yeah, it evolved, but it evolved for the better.
I don't like it.
It's just a different era. We just like Jordan's tennis shoes better, man. That's all.
I do.
That ain't it.
I like Jordan's tennis shoes a lot, but that ain't
good.
I
seen your collection. I seen it.
It's pretty nice.
Appreciate it.
I wouldn't get caught dead wearing Jordan sneakers.
That's a lie.
No. There's a difference. He's talking about them Team Jordans that we don't wear those. We don't wear those. Nah,
I got a pair of them.
Nah, man.
Pair of teams.
I would just point out.
These are the shoes of the day right here.
Yeah. Wait, what's the team? Is it the combination of the different shoes?
Yeah.
Nah. Those are
no, those are fusions. Good Lord.
The teams are just shoes that
the fusions.
Golly.
How old are you, Chris?
Wait a minute, listen. Motherfuckers, people used to think fusions. They was at the door waiting for them fusions to drop.
Hey, fusions. There has been some nice looking ones.
There has.
You talking about the 12 and the high top 1 mix fusions?
Nah, they got the Jordan Legacy 312 is like the 1s, 2s, and 3s mix. Those look all right.
Coming soon. Shoe channel coming soon.
Facts.
Those look all right.
Facts.
However, Brian got some nice sneakers, man.
Brian got some nice sneakers though. Brian got some nice. The 8s is probably my favorites of Bronze. That 4s and the 8s are my favorite of LeBron's. But
I'm not gonna lie though, man. LeBron's shoes is really rough on the feet to hoop in.
They heavy. They are heavy.
They heavy as hell.
He's last time you played basketball, bro.
Hey, don't worry about all that. But there's no I hoop. I will say this, man. The best hoop and shoe I ever.
Right now, then. I don't even play basketball.
I hang 15 on you real quick before you even get your bearings straight.
I hang. Hey, set it up. We all in Cali, so let's set it up.
Matter of fact. Next time I'm down there, get your knee braces, get your icy hot, and your Bengay strips. I'm
gonna be ready. Hey, so I got a call on the line from Ohio.
This is gonna be the last. In for this one.
This is gonna be the last call, and then we go move on to NFL.
We gonna fly you out.
Caller from Ohio. Go ahead.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
We good.
What's going on? That's good. University of Michigan is the best. Continue.
I just wanted to make a point that I was listening. I see you got Gil up there as one of your topics. What he was saying, and what a lot of people say, Jordan actually became the GOAT in like what they say in '89. It was before he won championships. People were saying he was the best ever. The championships just reaffirmed what they was already saying that he was. They were saying he was the best ever, but all they were saying that he would never win a championship because of the way he played. But no one ever said he wasn't the best.
Right.
So
why do you think people were saying he was the best? They was basing that based on how good he was, right?
Well, first of all, he scored the 63, whatever on Boston, who I think that year they won the championship, even though they did get swept. He averaged 48, something like that in that series. And, like Bird was saying outrageous things about, who the guy was and all this other stuff. And then you got to remember, they was, Come Fly With Me and what was those other airtime? They was making videos of this guy while he was still playing with current players talking about you don't bring your family to the game when you go play Jordan. Jordan was all this, and this was way before the championship. So, and then, for them to like the championship was just accidentally, 10 scoring titles and winning championships. Who has won a championship and a scoring title at the same time? The logic was a person who was the leading scorer would never win a championship because either they're doing too much or they didn't have a good team. And that's why they would, they had the scoring title. Jordan rebuked all that. Every year he won a championship, he was the leading scorer in the league. He's the leading scorer in the league every year anyway. So, I just wanted to make that quick point. A lot of people, and like they were talking about on a Gil show, like this, funny you got that up there. They were talking about that on his show, and he was pointing out the point too that I think he said 89, but a lot of people say it was before that. 28 points as a rookie, and then plus second year he set out, then 37. Nobody has averaged 37 in the league now that they average 115 a game. And back then when Jordan averaged 37, it was 85 to 90 points. So I don't know what the argument is, but I guess it's fun. So, that's my take.
All right, brother. We appreciate that, man. Thanks for the call.
All right.
Yep.
Yo, Liquid Swords in the comments.
What he do? What he say?
Before this one, he said, "I'll wear some British Knights before I wear some LeBron."
He is anti-Bron. That is fun. Yeah, that's funny.
The Ewings was nice though. I don't think
the Ewings was dope.
The Ewings was nice
with the 33 on the back.
Yeah,
strap.
The Ewings was dope for sure. Come on now. All right, man. Y'all ready for some football?
Let's talk.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, man. Well, anyway, man, this segment was brought to you by our new sponsor, which is Manscaped. And the first part that I wanted to get into, man, with these running backs, man, that's a man's position. So this is why Manscaped is sponsoring this part, man. And it is March, and it is March Madness, but we don't want a madness going down below the belt, man. So the real flex this year is keeping your boys downstairs fresh and clean. Nobody wants to be that guy with that Pew Fiesta, Jay. Not
Fiasco.
Not Fiasco. Yeah, Fiesta.
Fiasco
party down there. Yeah, so that's why Manscaped created the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. All right, the ultimate weapon to tame those unruly bushes. Before you hit the pool party, make sure your boys are groomed to perfection. Join manscaped.com and use the promo code MANDOWN, and you get 20% off on all of your purchases. All right, so that's manscaped.com. Use the promo code MANDOWN. And let's get into these running backs.
Hey, hold on. Before you do that,
okay.
make sure
I'm gonna chill.
Make sure when y'all go to manscaped.com and y'all look around, they have all kinds of products: beard balm, lip balm, shampoo. There's more than just the Lawnmower 5.0. There's a lot of things there that can help you. Manscaped, get there.
Facts. They got women's products too, Britne. So.
Yo, the fact that she answered that just how I expected her to answer, like, what do you want me to say?
Okay. I don't know if I want to try it out, but all right. I keep that to the
season gaming, man. I just made a new home. Hey,
oh man, free agency, boy, free agency.
That was perfect, Britne. By the way, all right, let's get into this football.
Manscaped is great.
Yes.
All right, man. So look, man. Let me see if I can grab some of this up, man. So Josh Jacobs went to Green Bay. Saquon Barkley went to Philly.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift went to Chicago. Tony Pollard, Tennessee. I mean, Derrick Henry to Baltimore. Austin Eckler to the I almost said the Redskins, but the Commanders.
You almost said it.
Man, it's a lot of running back movement, man. But what I really want to know is just from what you projecting, what it's gonna look like. Which running back is gonna have the bigger impact on their new team and why?
If I gotta be honest, can I go?
Yeah, absolutely.
The top ones was Josh Jacobs. Where did he go again?
Green
Bay. Whew, that's going to be a good one. I think as far as overall and just based off what I seen last year, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's going to be Saquon Barkley if he could stay healthy with the Philadelphia Eagles. The reason why I said it because he's a 3-down back and he could do everything. He catch out of the backfield. And most importantly, not only can he run, but most importantly, the one issue that the Eagles had last year was they could not stop the blitz whatsoever, and they did not have a running back that can pass protect. Saquon is excellent at pass protection.
Yes.
He's one of the top running backs in the game, and that helps Jalen Hurts majorly. That's going to help him majorly, and that's going to help his development. So if you ask me, I think Saquon will probably help the Eagles the most out of all these running backs, but that Josh Jacob ones with Jordan Love, my goodness, that's going to be something special. And what they showed last year when they beat the Cowboys, they probably should have beat the 49ers. I know there's 49ers fans that's probably listening like, what? Don't say that.
No, you're right.
If they were more experienced, if they had more experience, they win that game. But I think they didn't have enough experience, and then they didn't have a Josh Jacobs. They did have Aaron Jones. But my goodness, that team is fastly rising.
Let me say this real quick before the next person go. Britne, I know Philly is your squad, but what frustrated me the most about y'all last year is Swift was showing y'all in weeks 2, 3, and 4 that he was a really good running back and he was gonna stay healthy. But what made me mad is every time y'all would start the game out almost like y'all was trying to set Hurts up to get MVP numbers, and then when y'all realized that y'all needed to run the ball, y'all would run the ball and then win the game. But y'all was winning by like less than 7 points, 8 points, 9 points. Yeah, I was like, man, they should be blowing these teams out. But the reason why y'all wasn't blowing teams out is because y'all wouldn't commit to the run game until y'all needed to. So I kept telling everybody all at the beginning of the season, they trying to get the MVP for Jalen Hurts. That's why every time they got to the 1 yard line, they do the tush push on 1st and goal instead of giving it back to Swift, who got him to the 1 yard line. So it was obvious that they was doing it for Hurts, and that's probably what jacked that locker room up. So this is my thing. What's gonna be different with Saquon?
Well, first of all, you got a competent coordinator, and second of all, the head coach is no longer a play caller. Really, he lost control of the offense. They passed it over to Kellen Moore. He's literally that new school head coach, that CEO. That's all he's doing. Just like in his press conference, he's going to manage the culture of the team.
Hey, the delusion of an Eagles fan to shout out Kellen Moore and be happy.
No. Hold on.
We are not Kellen Moore fans. Hold on. Not Kellen Moore fans.
Go ahead. Any stretch of the imagination.
Don't get it twisted now. Just because the team is. I think Kellen Moore is a much better play caller than a Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni doesn't know anything. And although I can't stand Dallas whatsoever, I'm an Eagles fan, of course. I had to give Kellen Moore credit what he did when he was at Dallas. I don't think that was Mike McCarthy because I don't think he's that great of a head coach, regardless if he got a Super Bowl or not with Aaron Rodgers.
Argue with you there.
So
Aaron Rodgers plays for that Super Bowl,
right? So he's going to be a much better play caller than what Nick Sirianni can do. So I think, and he showed you, he utilizes his back. Zeke had one of his best years. Dak had one of his best years when they had a Kellen Moore. I seen what Kellen Moore did last year with the Chargers. Chargers wasn't even healthy. There was no one really on the field for them. So this is going to be his opportunity to show what he can do with this type of offense. But you cannot tell me Brian Johnson and Nick Sirianni was great play callers and great offense designers. That offense was way too predictable, and their ego, and they were so arrogant that they came into last year saying we don't need to make adjustments. But this is the NFL. It's all about adjustments. If the defense makes adjustments, you then have to make adjustments. And he didn't even know what to do. And he said it in a press conference, which made things worse. I don't know how to figure this out.
Britt, I don't want to cut you off, but what was they being arrogant about? I mean, they lost the Super Bowl.
No. I mean, yeah, they did do that. I think
yes,
that's definitely true.
Like, I would be disgusted. I would be coming in.
No, what was Britt? Y'all started the season what? 10-1? 10-1. So I would be arrogant too if I started the season 10-1. I would feel like what I had, but to your point, you 100% correct. Once teams started making those adjustments about that 12-week season, y'all didn't adjust, and that was the thing that I saw. Yes, I agree with Mel that Swift definitely proved himself to be a back. I do think, Swift is a Georgia boy. He's a Philly dude, and he's a Georgia boy, so I got love for him. But at the end of the day, he was never the greatest in pass protection. I do think Saquon does bring that to them, and I'm interested to see what Kellen Moore does after his Dallas team. We are not Kellen Moore fans over here. None of us.
I'm never interested to see what Kellen
anytime
Moore does.
Anybody says Kellen Moore, I'd get disgusted.
I don't have a choice right now, so I'm hoping for the best. All right, I don't have a choice. I'm hoping for the best.
But let God be with you. Don't worry about it.
So
watching though.
Don't worry.
For me, Mel. Go ahead, Britne. My bad.
I was gonna say no. I just seen somebody say Jalen didn't run enough. He was hurt. Whether he wanted to admit it or not, you could clearly tell he was hurt. His knee was messed up. So
yeah, he was messed up. He was hurt. I give him that.
True. Yeah. For me, Mel, as much as the Saquon signing in Philly was much needed and probably well appreciated, the NFC North just got crazy. It did with Josh Jacobs and DeAndre Swift in Chicago. As much as I hate to say it, man, the road back to the Super Bowl just got a whole lot harder in the NFC North. I think Josh Jacobs.
Nope. The road back to the Super Bowl, y'all wasn't there.
The road to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna say back to the NFC Championship because that's not the ultimate goal. The Super Bowl is the goal to win that thing. So the road to the Super Bowl. Shut up.
You don't know what that road entails.
Shut up.
Jay, let him live.
They took a wrong turn, Jay. They went to a fork in the road and went straight. I get it.
Damn. I be letting y'all breathe through all y'all takes. Shut up. Shush.
Go ahead.
You said roll back to the Super Bowl.
Shut up.
We calling you out, dog. We just
I'm throwing knife hands. Shut up.
Hey, Chris, I do got a question. I do got a question though for your NFC North take. Okay. Boom. I do think Josh Jacobs to Green Bay is very interesting. But man, was Aaron Jones just a casualty of war because he has been a serviceable running back for them for so long?
Whenever
was he just a casualty of war?
Whenever he suited up, yeah.
I think they got the same exact player in Jacobs as they had in Jones.
That's what I'm saying. No, like, yes, Aaron Jones.
I mean, you've seen more you've seen a better body of work from Josh Jacobs than you have from Aaron Jones. I feel like Green Bay is playing on the fact that Josh Jacobs is probably a little bit more of a diverse back than Aaron Jones is. But also Aaron Jones was probably a little bit more unhealthy than Josh Jacobs was. Josh Jacobs, what was it? He's only what 2 years removed from being the rushing king, and then last year he just played with a team that just was imploding on themselves, the entire season. So I really can't blame him for last year.
Wait a minute, that man said Aaron Jones keep both teams in the game.
Yo, they wildin'.
Aaron Jones will put the ball on the carpet though. If you hit him on the spot, he will put that ball on the carpet.
Is very, very close to becoming a moderator. I've been watching you.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
You're very close to becoming a moderator.
Go ahead and give him a wrench, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a wrench, Lemieux. You've been saying some stuff.
But I think Josh Jacobs does add a little bit of a better element to the running game than Aaron Jones does. Obviously, Green Bay still has some other things to address, like an O-line, a formidable defense. But they're on the right track. They're starting. But honestly, I'm more worried now about Chicago. I just need to see where they fall at quarterback. Because if it's still Justin Fields, then I'm all right. But if they go get Caleb, I have to see what Caleb Williams does, and then But also, you got a 32 you got a 32-year-old Keenan. But I mean, they made some crazy moves.
Doesn't matter if you don't.
They need an offensive line.
They do need a line as well.
They need a line.
So to answer the question,
right tackle, center.
So to answer the original question, which running back will make a bigger impact on their new team?
Thank you, Jay. We appreciate you sticking to the script.
I answered the question.
Should I be a hold on? Listen, should I be a homer and talk about my team and talk about my division like
Go ahead, talk about
wait, do y'all got what running back y'all got?
It doesn't matter because that's not what I'm gonna do. That's not what I'm gonna do. The easy answer would be Derrick Henry, right? Only because if you're looking closely, J.K. Dobbins will be back healthy and he's still on the roster. And what that means is that Baltimore is not going to have to ride Derrick Henry all year, so he'll be fresh in the playoffs.
They wasn't going to ride him in the first place. I think he's going to regress being in Baltimore. Why? Because Lamar Jackson's still going to be your primary ball handler.
If he really want to be fresh in the playoffs, go to manscaped.com, get 20% off, and you'll definitely be fresh. Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the easy answer is Derrick Henry, but that's not the correct answer.
It's not even the right answer.
The correct that's the easy answer. The correct answer is Joe Mixon in Houston. That's gonna be a problem.
I like that one too.
You know what?
That's gonna be a problem.
He gonna help Stroud out a lot.
Listen,
yes.
What Houston is doing and what they add on defense. Listen, Houston is the only Texas team I see that's all in. Now I heard somebody else ownership say they was gonna be all in.
I see them shots, Jay. I hit those shots, Jay. I hit them shots, Jay.
I'm an Eagles fan, so I like those shots.
Shout out to Skip Bayless's comma.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hard.
That was crazy. One
time and a half.
That comment is fighting for his life.
Yeah.
You know what?
That comment was working harder than James Brown.
That was
Jay, I'm changing my position. I'm going with you. Joe Mixon to Texans. That's crazy.
That was a great.
That was an excellent pickup. But back to Baltimore, them boys is all in. They tried to get Debo. 49ers told them no, but they all in on F the Chiefs.
Yeah, they are. They gotta be.
I will say that Joe Mixon pickup was because we all heard the rumors that they were going after Saquon. CJ Stroud they were having conversations back and forth. So the original consensus was okay, Saquon in Houston with seat like that is gonna be a crazy offense. But when Saquon ended up signing with Philly, Joe Mixon is still man, that's a damn good pickup. It's not like they just rested and was oh damn, we lost it. But they still win it. Yeah, they still win. I'm surprised. What is Cincinnati doing? What are they doing?
About to lose their little.
They don't have no money. They had to pay their quarterback, and now they got to pay 3 receivers.
And T Higgins might not even want to stay.
Yeah, he don't. He already asked for a trade.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Hey, Eric, read that super chat and then go into your take, bro.
James, we sure appreciate the super chat. Derrick Henry had to split carries last year with the back and a new pass heavy offense. Henry gonna explode. Shout out to the panel. Henry is old, bro.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We appreciate the super chat.
The super chat need a super pause.
Yeah. Don't tell me about Henry exploding ever again.
Fact.
Number one.
Hey, Henry been hurt the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna do anything close to that. Pause. But I think that we've seen this over the time. Like Austin Eckler, when did he lead the league in carries?
Couple of years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
3 years ago. 3 years ago. Like that stuff. The reason why running backs have such a problem getting their money is because teams know when you are a heavy usage running back, eventually you're going to show that fatigue on the field. Like you're not going to be the same guy that you were 3 years ago. That's why Austin Eckler is now a commander.
Yeah, commander. Yeah,
I'm in trouble with that name. But anyway, yeah,
Washington.
Washington. That's why he's in Washington. Like you can't really have that much of a
300 carries. 300 carries.
300 carries.
300
That is.
Well, hold on. Let me say this though. I know. Derrick Henry has carried the ball a lot. I know he's been injured the last couple of years, but just think about this. A read option, and you got to decide whether you want to go after Henry or you want to decide if you want to stop Lamar from getting to the outside. That's going to be tough, bro.
You can't make the wrong choice. The wrong choice will get your ass scored on every time.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I do.
But
go ahead.
I was going to say also similar to the Saquon situation, they don't no longer have to be the whole offense anymore.
That's
so he was injury prone in Tennessee. I know he's older, so that might be a whole different situation. But so much is going to be lifted off of him, and the defense is, like you guys just alluded to, which guy do I go after? Who do I game plan? So, and he's going to bring a different dynamic to that offense that they haven't had. Dobbins is gone. He's no longer there. So I think this will help Baltimore. I just don't know if it will be as impactful as it is with Joe Mixon with the Texans, Saquon Barkley with Eagles, or Josh Jacobs with the Packers. I'm not sure if it's that impactful. First of all, they need another receiver.
That's definitely true. That's true.
And I think with Derrick
you want
being there,
another take? Oh, go ahead. We'll wait.
One more.
I thought you wanted. I mean, we could have moved, but go ahead. One more.
Can you give a shout out to the super chat? Give a shout out to the super chat,
Johnny. Yeah, that's how
appreciate the super chat, Johnny.
Johnny.
With Derrick Henry being back there on paper, yeah, we can talk about it like, hey, you got to pick between Lamar and Derrick Henry, right? But the more obvious problem is you have to get Lamar out of the mindset of bringing the ball back every time on the read option. I think that's going to be. I think like this first year is going to be a lot of growing pains because Lamar is going to still be in the mindset of, oh, I see this hole, I can pull the ball instead of letting Derrick Henry pause. So I think it's gonna be a little bit more. It's gonna be a little bit rough around the edges. Instead of like a plug and play like we think it's gonna be, just because we know the presence of Derrick Henry.
Yes.
How is plug and play worse?
Rough around the edges, plug and play after
none of that.
Sports after hours.
It was just coming. Yo,
listen,
I'm about to start a new man down.
You be yourself.
Listen, like I said, on paper
after dark, that is inappropriate.
Like I said, on paper, it looks like a problem for the rest of the league. But you have to remember that now you have to have Lamar Jackson break habits that he's been doing for the last couple of years. So it's not going to be as seamless as we think it is.
Can I just say this real quick? I'm gonna tell you.
This is your third one. Your third one.
Let's just finish let's just stay on this one topic then.
I don't even get a take. I just let y'all talk. Chris
I got the Super Bowls. What you need to say? I'm just kidding.
You're right.
You slide your takes in the middle of everybody else's takes.
Pause, bro. I don't like the way you talking right now, Chris.
Look, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna blame it on the crown. I'm gonna blame it on the crown.
I'm talking about sliding, seeing the whole balls fall. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You drank the whole thing? Hey, listen, man.
That
I
man
drank
drinking
that whole
crap with
thing,
straw
bro.
with ice, boy. If that ain't zesty, Lord have mercy, man.
Hold on, no, you didn't say nothing when Zoe was drinking his cup with a straw last week. I don't want to hear it.
Bro, did you just throw me under the bus, bro?
Nah, because I'm not going down
Go
for
ahead,
that.
Eric. But y'all been interrupting Eric, man. Let Eric finish, man.
Hey, man, I just wait, man. Hey, look. The reason it's not going to work, first of all, Derrick Henry is a momentum back. So the linebackers is going to be able to pick up that.
That is
and the linebackers in the secondary are going to be able to see, it looked like he's going to get the ball. So they're going to be able to stop that more times than not. So I don't really think it's going to work. I actually think Joe Mixon to the Texans, because they have a running scheme where their front line and their receivers know how to block downfield, which is going to leave huge holes in that secondary after the first wave.
Pause.
So y'all go with this pause, man.
No,
Look,
Eric, you know this is not me. It's not me. I'm trying to get you with the show.
That's some young people. I don't know about all that.
Yo, I'm blaming Britne.
Listen, all I wanted to say was shout out to Miko Ryans. What he's building in Houston is about to be crazy.
They're gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
they're gonna have a good running game.
Did he win? He didn't win Coach of the Year last year, right? He got robbed, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
By who?
I think it was Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah.
Stefanski got it.
Yeah,
I was about to call that man
D'Amico
Genie.
D'Amico Ryans got robbed, man.
Was that racist?
Sure.
But D'Amico is going crazy. He's just building on momentum from his first year.
Let's go ahead and move so we can finish tonight.
Sometime tonight. Go ahead, Mel. Everybody.
All right, y'all can't drink no more for during the show, man. We Lord have mercy. This is Britne. This is a 2-hour show. This is
whoa.
Exactly,
shout out to Ryan Walters. Shout out
for the 50. Hey, somebody drop a bomb on that for the 50 spot, man.
Got the 50
Drop a
bomb.
bomb. Somebody drop something.
Hey.
Not a laugh. Lord have mercy. We gotta come up with something for the big
where's the round of
ballers.
applause? You got the round of applause? Put the round of applause on.
No, that's not impactful enough, man. The round it's gotta be a bomb. It's gotta be a clue bomb or something. Yeah, we gotta have a bomb.
I ain't got the bomb. The preach might be good.
Hey, but
Shout
you know
out
what?
Lord
Ryan,
I'm saying Pretty Ricky. Who put on Pretty Ricky?
Nobody put on no
Pretty Ricky. Right on me? What are we doing?
I'm not Pretty Ricky.
What are we doing?
Spectacular.
Hey man, I know we can do so, man.
Not Pretty Ricky.
Hey, anything $50 and up, man, they automatically get a wrench, man. They can be a moderator.
We can rock with that.
You cool with that? Okay. All right, cool.
Cool with that.
Get that man a wrench. Pause.
Yeah. Thanks, Ryan. I'm tired of y'all, man.
It's Jay, bro.
It's definitely Jay.
Yo, listen, I didn't say anything.
You said something. All right, so look, the wide receivers is also interesting as well, man. There was some movement with there, and there's still some more stuff that might happen, man, because I think T. Higgins requested a trade, and Odell Beckham got released, and he gonna be looking for a new team. So we got a lot of stuff going on with that, man. But I want to know from y'all, man, out of all these wideouts that move, Calvin Ridley's in Tennessee now, Darnell Mooney in Atlanta, and we know Kirk Cousins just went down to Atlanta. Jacksonville got Davis from Buffalo. Curtis Samuel might be a speedster that Josh Allen might want to use in Buffalo, man. So and then of course the defending champions Kansas City, they got another speedster in Hollywood Brown. So it's a lot of receivers that I want to keep my eye on, man. So out of all of those guys, which one you think are more capable of becoming the number one target? Not the number one target, but who's going to get more targets this year out of all of those receivers that's in new places?
Easy answer, Hollywood Brown.
Why?
Because who the hell else he going to throw the ball to?
Welcome to Hollywood.
MVS gone.
You going to throw it to Rashee Rice?
Yeah, you got Rashee Rice, but you're not going to throw it to Sky Moore. I've been waiting all week to hear Tony got cut.
Tony, I'm about to say he still got a job with y'all.
Give me a good over under, Jay, for Hollywood Brown as far as targets.
I will say he'll have 80 targets.
No, I'm going under on that. I'm going under on 80.
I'll say he have 80 targets. So last year he had 101 targets in Arizona.
But Kelsey was not his teammate.
Yeah,
so 80 targets and how many he go catch?
He only played like he missed like 9 games last year, 7 or 8 games, and still had 101 targets. So how many he's gonna catch? I'll say he'll catch half of those. I'll say he'll catch 45 out of 80.
Are those drops or overthrows?
It could be good defense, man. Who knows what it is, but what it's not.
It sounds like it's a three-peat.
Yeah, what is not going to be is he'll be impactful enough to make an impact, like if that makes sense. I'm not looking for him to be a Pro Bowl receiver. I'm not looking for him to be a number 1 receiver. I'm just looking for him to catch the ball when he's targeted.
Well, Jay, you know that ain't the way we play anyway. We play, hey, whoever's open, that's who's getting the ball.
Right.
To answer your question, man, I think it's gonna be Gabriel Davis down in Jacksonville.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. It's not gonna be Calvin Ridley because nobody's throwing him the ball. They don't have a quarterback in Tennessee.
They got 3 quarterbacks in Tennessee.
They got 3, so that means they got none. So
that Levis can ball.
Nah,
Hey,
I don't know, man.
Unspoken, thanks for that $20 super chat. I appreciate it. Go ahead. My bad.
I think, and then I don't want to go all in on the Kirk Cousins Atlanta hype train because I've seen Kirk Cousins. I've been watching Kirk Cousins, and he's coming off of an Achilles injury. So we're not gonna. What's to say we even gonna see the best version of Kirk Cousins? And I also have gripes with Atlanta getting Kirk Cousins in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. But I think Gabriel Davis is a perfect replacement. Why do I have gripes with Kirk Cousins in Atlanta?
That'll be a topic on the next segment.
Yeah,
so go into it. Yeah, save it.
So Gabriel Davis, I think, is a perfect replacement for Calvin Ridley. I think Gabriel Davis definitely proved himself. If it wasn't for the fact that Josh Allen was trying to force feed Stephon Diggs, I think they would have been well served as Gabriel Davis probably being like a 1A or a 1B instead of just being the primary secondary receiver, right? But now he's going to go down in Jacksonville. He's going to be the primary receiver because it's not going to be Zay Jones or it's not going to be, whoever else they got down there. So he's going to build that chemistry with Trevor Lawrence quickly. And he's a very capable wide receiver. He runs routes well, speedster. He can get behind the defense, take the top off, pause. So I think it's going to be a real good compliment. He's going to be a real good compliment down there in Jacksonville. I think he's going to have I got him at 110 targets with 75 catches.
So don't nobody think Ridley can do anything in Tennessee?
So I think he'll have more targets by default because they did an overpay. I think Ridley's a talented receiver, but look, I got something to say. I don't understand Tennessee. I mean, I'm grateful as an Eagles fan, but you wouldn't pay a young 24. Actually, he was younger than that at the time. Very talented AJ Brown, but you going to overpay a 29-year-old Calvin Ridley who does just okay. Like I don't understand that, but whatever. Let me come back. I'm sorry. They just confused in Tennessee. I swear, there's nothing is just right. But I understand what you're saying, Chris, about they don't have a quarterback. But I think once they do, they're going to force feed the heck out of Calvin Ridley because they no longer. I don't even know who their running back is. Do they have a running back? Did they get a
Tony
running
Pollard?
back? Oh, that's right, Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard.
So to answer your question, no, they don't have a running back.
They don't have a running back.
Right.
No, you know who really doesn't have a running back? Dallas. That running back room is empty. Who's your number one now? Deuce Vaughn?
Deuce Vaughn.
The 5'5" Deuce Vaughn?
Man, please.
Deuce is loose.
Deuce is loose.
Tennessee do got a quarterback in Levis. Levis can play.
Listen, man, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, and I saw Levis for quite some time. While I do think that he is definitely at Kentucky is different, I need to see it again.
It must be a
at
Tennessee
the
thing.
league level. Yep.
At the league level, and I need to see it for more than just 1 year. Once you don't have tape on somebody, then it's really easy for somebody to go up. That's why I'm looking for it, and I think CJ Stroud can do it, but I don't have that same faith in Will Levis. He's going to have to show me.
And I think they backup is Mason Rudolph, so you really banking on Will Levis.
You better pray to God, Levis.
I hope you're right. I hope Levis has the arm talent.
Anywhere.
Ooh, yo, natural immunity is my guy. Let me make sure I got him as a moderator. I thought I did it, but hey, listen, he does have.
Nope. Nah, he said the Chiefs is gonna not making it out to the divisional round.
Okay, well now that's not
hold that man wrench for another week. Don't play with me.
Somebody take him to the nearest hospital and get him checked out.
I think Levis had like one really good breakout game, but then we just never saw anything remotely close to capable starting quarterback play after that. Like he blew up with 3 touchdowns to D-Hop, and that was it.
So who all in their receiving room right now? You got Ridley and
Parker.
They got Parker. Hey, we gotta find that clip and say that, man.
Parker.
Yeah, listen. They don't really have a receiving room. I think that, and I think that what we have to start doing is giving these guys some leeway. We are so used to seeing the CJ Strouds come out and be what he was. Will Levis had some moments. He had a game, really. He had a game where he showed glimpses of being a starting caliber quarterback. I have not seen enough from him. Like CJ Stroud, I'm okay with building around him and getting them Joe Mixons and doing the things that you need to do in order to go have. He had a playoff run. I'm not. Will Levis has not shown me enough. A really good playoff run.
We'll wait. We'll just have to wait.
We'll just have to wait. I think that's exactly what I want. My point is, I think we got to wait for some of these guys.
I think he's pretty. Let's see though.
I won't be so critical of Will Levis because remind you, he still has the same O-line that Ryan Tannehill had, and Ryan Tannehill didn't have no O-line. So that's part of the when you don't have time to process the play, you don't have time to process the field. You make a lot of dumb decisions and rookie mistakes, right? So half of it we'll blame on the O-line, half of it we'll blame on him, or you do 25% on the O-line, 25% on Mike Vrabel, and then half on Will Levis. However, but I don't think he can take all of the flack, but he definitely has to take some because quarterback play is still quarterback play.
All right, that's a good segue. Oh, go ahead, Brittany.
I don't think Mike Vrabel's their head coach anymore. Who's the heck is that?
Did he get fired?
Yeah, he got fired.
Yeah, he got fired. So who's that?
Matter of fact, he's on the staff of the Texans.
Texas or the Browns, one of them.
Yeah, I think it's the Browns. The Browns.
Browns.
So the only way Levis is going to do anything is he got the right coaching staff, in my mind, around him. I don't know who their head coach is.
And the offensive line, Brittany. You need an offensive line.
Brittany, I appreciate it. Thank you for doing your homework, Brittany. Chris, take them glasses off. All right, so let's move on.
Why you want
Brian Callahan?
Hold on. No. Wait, I will not get chastised. I will not get chastised. I said
Brian
last year.
I said, hold on.
No. I said last year you could blame it on 25% of the line, 25% on coaching, and 50% on him. I said last year.
Okay.
Yeah. Put your hearing aid in.
But the answer is Brian Callahan.
Brian Callahan is their head coach?
Yeah. Which also means they don't have one.
Job.
They're not doing much.
Hey, I'm sorry that happened to you, or congratulations.
All right. So quarterback move as well, man. I think the biggest thing was probably the Russell Wilson to Pittsburgh, or either the Kirk Cousins to Atlanta.
Nope.
But this is okay. Well, we'll talk about it. So this is what it looked like for some of the signings for the quarterbacks. But my question to y'all is, which one is going to be the biggest disappointment next year?
Kirk
Cousins.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that. Bro.
I can't say that.
I ain't gonna say that. Kirk Cousins is a scripted quarterback. It's certain things he can do, certain things he can't do. As long as you keep him with the stuff he can do, don't try and put him outside of that. He's pretty good.
No, I think instantly the expectations for Atlanta fans in Super Bowl. Like that's bananas.
No, let go.
If it is, then that's crazy.
Yeah, that's bananas.
That's crazy, and I'm a fan. That's crazy.
I think the biggest sneaky move is giving somebody their fifth chance of resurrection in Sam Darnold. Like I think that's
crazy to me.
He's not going to be the starter.
They bring him in for a backup though, didn't he?
Yeah, it gotta be
to back up who? They brought him in to be QB1.
As of right now, he's looking like QB1, but I promise you, he's not going to be the starter. Minnesota's going to play the draft. Minnesota's going to play the draft.
I know for a fact they're going to play the draft because they just made a trade today, and now they got
to get picks. To get picks.
Right.
They're moving up. They're looking to move.
And don't get me wrong, I don't think Kirk Cousins in Atlanta, I don't think that experiment is going to fail. I just think that the end result won't be like they say, without a quarterback, they won 7 games. Well, the over-under number to me is 9. Like, I don't think it's going to be that different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I will say that Kirk Cousins is now the best quarterback in his division, but
on the second worst team in his division.
Hey, some people might say Baker.
I mean,
who's the quarterback for the Saints?
It's Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Who injures all his receivers.
But healthy, I might have to give it to Carr. Healthy, I might look. It ain't that much of a difference, but
they're the same. Listen, I'm gonna be 100% honest. They're the same quarterback. They are guys who have been places and had some success, but haven't won anything. Right. I am just happy. My first of all, as Falcons fans, we have to temper our expectations. Like, listen, if our expectations are Super Bowl, then we are not expecting the right thing.
Well, speaking as a winner on here,
wow,
oh jeez,
wow, you really
speaking as a winner on here, you know what I mean?
Y'all are, we got to temper our expectations though. Like, listen, Kirk Cousins,
you have a good quarterback, and you got to have a good head coach.
Yeah,
and then you have all the other ingredients to win the game.
And I think we do have a good quarterback. I don't consider Kirk Cousins great. He's 30, like to Chris's point, he's 36, coming off an Achilles injury. Now, granted, he had 3,800 yards before he went on that Achilles injury, but I also can look at the fact that he had Justin Jefferson as his number 1 target.
And was still winless all the way. And was still winless all the way up to like week 5 or 6.
Exactly.
Somehow, for me, Kirk Cousins coming off of an Achilles injury reminds me of Matt Ryan's last year in Atlanta.
Yeah, and that could be it. The key I am looking for, I'm not even looking for this year. Like this year, if we have Super Bowl expectations, you are sadly mistaken. I'm not looking for
I'm giving y'all the division though.
I think we may be able to win the division because Baker won the division last year with what, 9 wins?
What y'all gonna do with that Pro Bowl level backup and that Pro Bowl level starting running back y'all got in the first round?
And I think that is what is going to be the difference because we had an insurance agent at quarterback last year. Desmond Ritter should be selling insurance.
So I got
the problem was your head coach said I got all these weapons. Let me confuse the defense by using none of them.
Exactly.
Right.
100% right, Jay. Hey, Jay, boy. Jay, you on point. Let me tell you what this man did. Shout out Arthur Smith, who is now in the Steeler country. So good luck with that, Russell Wilson. This man had Kyle Pitts, Drake London, B. John Robinson, Tyler Algier, who are both 1,000-yard backs. And this man threw an option pass to Jonnu Smith in the red zone. Like, I wanted to punch him in his face. Like, that's the problem. And I think that I hope that with Raheem Morris, Kirk Cousins, this is a new regime, we can actually utilize. Kyle Pitts was the best tight end coming out of college. There was no question about that. He was the number 4 playmaker. The best playmaker. He's highly underused. Drake London, 6'5".
Shout out to you, Florida.
Yeah, not really shout out to you, Florida, because you know how I feel, Jay. But anyway, I think that finally we are going to be able to be a competent offense. Our defense wasn't that bad last year. Of course, we lost all our coordinators this year, but I don't think our our defense was that bad. If our offense can be competent, that's all I'm asking for. 9 wins. Britne, you said 9 wins. I'm okay with 9 wins. That's improvement.
So I got a question for you.
I think y'all got the division, though. I really do think y'all had a division. I mean, look at it. The Panthers, nothing.
Trash.
They're in your division, right? Trash.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, they lucked out, I think, last year. I don't think that's going to happen this year. I really don't. They paid Baker Mayfield, but I think they're going to fall off. The Saints, to me, they could have a lot of talent. I know they just lost Michael Thomas as a receiver. They still got that young kid from Ohio State, Chris Olave, or however you say his last name. Olave. But they just so inconsistent every year. So I just don't know which way they're going to go. That's one of the most inconsistent, talented teams I've ever seen. So I got the Falcons winning this one. I do. I think with the addition of Kirk Cousins, he's going to get the ball to your playmaker. So Kyle Pitts, this is going to be a career year for him. Drake London, as long as he stays healthy, he's going to do well. Again, I think he's got to shore up the offensive line over there just to give him time, because Kirk Cousins, the one thing about Kirk Cousins is he could get rattled. He can get rattled. I will say that. But he could also sling that football. So it's just, and I think
he's good to get you 350.
Yeah, he get you 350. Go ahead, Chris, what you
garbage time.
Hey, so I know like earlier, like before the season even ended or whatever, the talk was that you guys might make a play for Justin Fields, which I felt like would have been a better quarterback for the system that you guys will run with. Justin Fields, more of an RPO type deal. You got Justin Fields, Bijan, Tyler Algier, right? So how do you feel going from possibly having a run pass option offense to now you have a quarterback? I mean, a pocket quarterback instead.
Can I go first though? But before you go, can I just real quick?
Absolutely, brother.
So the reason I was on that hype train for Justin Fields to go to Atlanta as well.
I was as well.
But this is the reason why now I like the Kirk Cousins thing, even though he's coming off of Achilles, right? At least he's a vet and he can give them veteran leadership from the quarterback position, instead of having the pup lead pups, because you got young picks, you got young Bijan, you got the Algier, all these young guys, Drake London, all those young guys, they need a vet to come in and do that. And I think in Chicago, which as soon as y'all finish talking about the Falcons, I want to move to Justin Fields in Chicago and decide whether y'all would actually trade back and do something else with that draft pick instead of getting Caleb. And because right now you got the opposite of that in Chicago with Fields. You got Keenan Allen vet, you got a DJ Moore vet. So you got vets around this young quarterback, but in Atlanta you have a veteran quarterback around a young core. Go ahead,
yeah, Mel, you took the words right out of that's exactly what it is. I think that Justin Fields would have been at the same level as a Bijan, at the same level as a Drake London. I think that they are, as far as time goes, as far as experience goes, they just not experienced guys. Kirk Cousins has been the starting quarterback for three franchises, regardless of whether you feel like he's elite, regardless of whether you feel like he can lead us to a Super Bowl. What I do know is that he can command the team.
His agent is elite. He got
his agent is
man. Let
me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that agent. I would take him. Matter of fact, if he want to be Man Down Sports agent, give us a call right now, 336-456-6453. Nah, for real. Yeah, I agree with Mel. I 100% agree with Mel that you need a veteran leadership with those young guys in this, because I think he can teach them how to be pros. I'm not saying that they've been bad pros, because they had Matt Ryan early. They had Desmond Ridder last year, which whatever that was. But yeah, Kirk Cousins is the best, and I do think to answer your question, Chris, I do think that when you are looking at Kyle Pitts in year 4, who everybody has seen him be criminally underused, this is the year that he has to be around a pocket passer, a guy that can get him targets, because if not, he's out of there, bro. He is out of there, and we just wasted a number 4 overall pick on this guy. He has to get a guy that is going to get him the football multiple times a game, use him, and I don't think that would have happened with Justin Fields. I think because of the RPO and with Bijan in that backfield, Kyle Pitts would have been, as far as numbers-wise, probably the same as last year. So,
all right, we got a call on the line. Dino, what's up?
DENO.
Family.
What up, my boy?
What up? How we feeling tonight?
Better than the Panthers, man. How the Panthers feeling?
You ain't see the move?
Your Panthers are done.
They out here with a yard sale, man.
Wait. We ain't gonna address no moves we made, huh? We just gonna say we done like it's the same team, same coaching staff, same problems as last year, huh?
Well, you got to tell me about the moves.
It's not the same. It's not the same team. Y'all have less people.
Traded Brian
That's
Jones.
it. I'm keeping a receipt. They're trying to write us off and we ain't writing back.
Hey, what's your thoughts on what's your thoughts on free agency?
Man, I got a couple things I wanted to touch on. I wanted to touch on that Derrick Henry situation.
Yeah.
Now, I got an interesting take on this. I think that the run game will not be as creative as it was last year in Baltimore, especially in those down and distant plays where you're like 3rd and 6. When Derrick Henry's in the game in 3rd and 6, unless you're playing 4th down territory, right? Unless you're playing 4th down football, Derrick Henry's not a problem at 3rd and 7 out the backfield. More than likely, he's not gonna get a screen pass. And if you do a handoff, it'll be outside zone, past the tackles outside hip. You know what I mean? But I think that becomes a little bit more predictable than what they were last year when they had 3 running backs instead of just 1.
Okay.
So I think that might slow down, but I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be effective. But I do not see them having the same rusher game like Chris said. It's gonna be a growing pain, something they just got to get used to.
Now, because we're forgetting about the kid. I don't even remember his name, but he got hurt. He was just starting to break out.
J.K. Dobbins.
Nah.
Gus Edwards is gone, bro. Gus Edwards.
Not Gus Edwards. Nah, they had to do. Every time he touched the ball, he was getting like 20 yards, bro.
Oh, Justice Hill.
Nah, it wasn't Justice Hill.
Running back.
I'm gonna tell you in a second. Keep talking.
I don't know. Baltimore did have like 18 running backs, so.
I mean,
it was Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, and somebody is. There's one more. Justice Hill, Gus Edwards, and J.K. Dobbins. The 3 that I remember.
Nah. They had.
Somebody look it up real quick, please.
I am.
Well,
Go ahead. Y'all keep talking.
Dalvin Cook didn't come until late. I'm looking in the comments, but Dalvin Cook didn't come until late.
Keontae Mitchell.
Keon
Mitchell. Something like that.
Yeah. That man came in and was playing the game, and then he got hurt.
Justice Hill did ball too.
Yeah, Keaton Mitchell. That's his name.
Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah,
Mitchell. Yeah.
So
Mitchell.
They might have a little bit too much star power down there. You know, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And then what's your final thoughts? You said you wanted to say something about Kirk Cousins too.
Yeah. You know, I'm a Panthers fan, but that Kirk Cousins move that might really shake a lot of things up because not only did they get Kirk Cousins, they let go of Cordell Patterson, which kind of signals to me that they're gonna go draft the receiver, and this is a hell of a draft to do that.
Well, sure, they was using Cordell in the backfield though.
They was using Cordell.
I mean, you got a lot of weapons that can be used at X, Y, Z, and backfield coming out this draft. I think Javon Baker out of UCF, he's very underrated, but he's nice. He can make plays out of the backfield. You got receivers like Keon Coleman, who just a freak athlete with that type of body height and speed. Man, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. So I remember I had them trading Kyle Pitts to, come back into the first round and sneak in somebody else. So I'm excited to see what our division is going to look like. I don't have faith in Tampa. They lost too much defensively. They lost Devin White. They lost Shaquille Barrett. I think they lost Dean as well.
They lost Carlton Davis.
Corner. Yeah, so I don't like Tampa to make as much noise as they did. We are still a weak division, so I think it's still wide open. It could go to anybody. Baker, I'm glad he got paid, so that helps everybody else. IE, Saints, Panthers, and the Falcons. What else is a big move? What else? Oh man, I like that Hollywood Brown, Eric and Jay. I like that. How y'all feel about that? I like that. That's nice right there.
It'll be all right. The 9 weeks he not hurt.
Yeah, he just got to stay healthy.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown about like who was the receiver that the Cowboys picked up last year? The little slot that
Hey, he ain't got to play to the playoffs.
Brandon Cook and Hollywood Brown about the same, man. Them boys can play phenomenal.
If you look back at Brandon Cook that last year, he had a decent season. He wasn't, when he was targeted, he was very efficient.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, Dino, man, we go move because we got about probably 10 minutes before we need to shut it down. We got to get through this last topic in 10 minutes with no phone calls. But I appreciate you calling.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Appreciate y'all having me.
All right, thanks.
All right, Dino.
Yeah.
Any last minute alibis before we done with football? Anything we missed?
Real quick, Zoe, what are the chances Atlanta trades for Justin Jefferson?
I mean, none. I don't think we have the assets, but I would love to have it.
Y'all got the eighth pick, right?
You got the 8th pick. You think that's enough to get Justin Jefferson?
Well, you'd have to throw something else in there too. You might have to get rid of one of your backs, probably Algiers. But would you sacrifice? Would you sacrifice Algiers? Yeah, a receiver with chemistry with your quarterback.
Vikings are trying to get another quarterback. They're trying to get Drake May. That's my estimation. They're probably trying to get into the top 5, top 10, definitely to get a Drake May to somebody else that can throw him the ball. If they
to give away all that stuff to have to pay somebody $100 million is crazy.
It's
like
crazy.
They're just not going to do it.
They bet not. No, matter of fact, I want them to do it. Yeah, trade him to me. Yeah, we love him. Falcons, Drake, London, and Justin Jefferson. I love that. I like that starting receiver core.
Yeah, be cold.
That'll be
that would be a fire receiver room for y'all. Then y'all might be an 11 win division winner.
Justin Jefferson just fit better in Atlanta, man. He just fit he's like Minnesota don't suit him.
He looked like an Atlanta receiver. He be slugged out with all the goals and all that. Yeah. He looked like an Atlanta receiver.
They're not gonna let Justin Jefferson go, bro.
He looked like he need a head coach like Andy Reid is what he looked like.
Stop it. Y'all got y'all are never satisfied. Let me tell you something about Chiefs fans. Y'all are never y'all got Super Bowls. Y'all got all of them. That's what I feel like. We don't have any. Let somebody come.
I had your
shot. We did. And we failed. We failed. We failed.
ATLians are scared of them numbers right there. Anything 28.
They do right by Martin Luther King building that Mercedes-Benz Stadium right there where Ebenezer Baptist Church was.
They got to do right by MLK for sure.
Right MLK.
28-3 though.
Jay, shut up. Jay, shut up. Jay, shut up. Jay, shut up. Because the last time we talked about this,
we got in trouble. Last time we talked about this, we got in trouble. Okay,
Jay.
Right.
Moving on, Mel. What we got, Mel?
Let's go to our last topic, man. 10 minutes. No phone calls on this one, so we'll be able to finish this one really quick, man. But Gilbert Arenas, man. Eric, you gonna love this one, man, because you love the conspiracy theories, right? Gilbert Arenas said, man, the way they doing this 65-game rule thing, this is something the owners came up with, right? And they thought it was going to save them money because, all right, man, if you don't play 65 games, then you don't make all NBA and you're not eligible for SuperMax and all this other crazy stuff, right? But the down part side to that is that now somebody else is going to be eligible for SuperMax that's not really a SuperMax, and you're going to have to pay them, right? Well, Gilbert Arenas suggested that if I'm an owner, I'm paying whoever is voting for these all NBA teams not to vote for my guy if I fall in that situation. I'd rather spend $2 million to pay him than come up off of an extra $30 or $40 million for a Supermax. But this is how he explained it.
You got some teams that the Cavs, you're gonna make it. Some teams will benefit for a guy not making all NBA team, but then some teams will get screwed. But if I'm on a team that's benefiting, I don't care about. That's your problem now.
Yeah, Cleveland don't care. Hell yeah, because they don't got to pay Supermax,
and we're still third in the East. So it's not like
Philadelphia cares because it's like, well, shit, I already got Embiid at Supermax, and I got to pay Maxey Supermax. Oh,
because he's gonna get it now, especially now Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. So now you're hoping. I mean, to be honest, you're hoping for the voters. Like if you're New York, you don't want Brunson to get it. If you're Philly, you don't want him to get it. So you will hope that the voters give it to Steph. Since he's already Supermax, we ain't got to worry about him. Yeah, give it to Steph again. Ooh, yeah. If you're one of them small market teams, you don't want your guy to get it at this point. Because you don't want to have to pay him the Supermax to kind of get you. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about, like, as an owner, I'm telling you right now, whoever, I know who's voting, right? As an owner. You know who's voting. You telling me they're not going to sit here and give some of these voters a little money under the table not to vote? Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Whatever y'all want. If I'm Sacramento, I'm willing to spend $2 million on whoever's voting. Here's $200,000. Kedrick Perkins, here's an extra $2.
Give it to Kedrick.
Two. Do not vote my 2 players. Why wouldn't they do that?
I don't think they're that desperate to save money.
You crazy as hell. You crazy as hell. Because I don't make it. If both my players, think about it, if both these players make it, that's Supermax and Supermax.
We get that back.
That's an extra 100. They're not getting that back.
They get that back on a Tuesday.
That's an extra $100 million I gotta pay, and I can pay $2 million, save myself 98.
Oh, you saying $2 million not to vote these dudes?
$2 million not to vote my guys in.
They're making $1 million
They're not
a
gonna
day.
do that, Gil. So
Making $1 million
they're not gonna do that. So
they're not doing.
All right, so he said that, and I just want to remind y'all how possible it is, because there are people that are analysts and have votes and stuff like that that are very buddy with owners. I remember Stephen A. Smith when he was going on his Kyrie Irving rants, how he talked about how he always talked to Joe Tsai and how he talked to Sean Marks and all that stuff, and it was almost like he was saying stuff that helped them out on TV, right? I just want to remind you how Joe Lacob and Adam Silver kind of responded to Stephen A. Smith when he came back off his surgery or his vacation.
Stephen A., I know that you and the media expect complete transparency from the NBA, particularly when it comes to injuries. But I get it. Shoulder surgery. That's all we're told. Definitely a different standard when it comes to the media. Nevertheless, we're thrilled you're back, and I'm glad your shoulder surgery was perfectly timed for the offseason. And good news, opening night will be here before you know it.
Joe, wake up. First take is on.
Oh, go away.
Stephen A. is back.
He's back? Stephen A. is back. He's the only one that believed in us. Welcome back, Stephen A.
Oh my God, that was so good.
I appreciate my boy. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Joe. Listen,
Warriors owner Joe Lacob, big deal.
Adam Silver got me good on that one.
That was hilarious. Shoulder surgery. I was like, okay, you're
Can
my
I
guy.
come to my own defense, please?
Now, look, can you imagine Stuart Scott being that chummy and that buddy with the commissioner and the owner of the league, and like on multiple owners? Because that's Joe Lacob, but he said Joe Tsai was cool. Like, how many people that Stephen A. talked to, and is he like a hired sounding board for owners? And is that why he sounds like he sounds when he talks about players and stuff like that? So going from what you heard from Gilbert and going from what you just heard from Stephen A., do you think it's a possibility that Gilbert could be right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Stuart Scott, by the way.
You know why the 65 game came in rule? Because y'all came up with load management, and them people don't want to pay y'all, and y'all are sitting out in games, and they're paying you a contract to play games. People show up to basketball games to watch certain superstar players play games, and they're talking about load management. So yes, if you miss 65 games, they're not giving you those incentives. I get it.
Yeah, but I think they went the wrong way with that 65 game, bro. I feel like if you the load management part, yeah, but you have to label your player as rest or something, like there's not an injury designation.
How do I pay you hundreds of millions of dollars and you talking about?
Hold on. Let me finish, E. Let me finish. So they label it as like rest or something, right? My beef with the 65 game rule is like, for instance, I was talking to you guys a couple weeks ago about it. The Joel Embiids who were hooping. He was MVP candidate, definitely going to get All NBA honors at the end of the season. Cat Williams was probably going to get All NBA honors at the end of the season because he was hooping in Minnesota. Now, he was definitely going to be he might not have been first team, but he was going to get like second or third team.
Who?
That's a Cat Williams. My bad. My bad.
Hey, nah, Cat ran a 4.9. Hey, listen, Cat ran a 4.9.
My bad.
He hooping. He ran a 4.9.
Carl Anthony Towns. My bad. So,
Hey, I knew he was running a 4.9 in these colleges. I didn't know he was going to the hard way.
Hey, don't worry. Lopez was out there. Don't even worry about it.
My bad. Carl Anthony Towns. He was going to get All NBA honors at the end of the season too. And it's because they're having these season-ending injuries. Now that they don't qualify for any of those incentives or awards, right? I don't think that's fair. I think if you want to penalize the load management movement, right, you have to penalize the ones that aren't getting injury designations, right? When you get like Kawhi Leonard was getting labeled with rest, and LeBron James rest, Anthony Davis rest. They're not labeling it as knee soreness or back tightness or whatever. Pause. Right. So that's my beef with the 65 game, because now you're taking it. And these players do deserve these contracts, right? And so when they get these end of season incentives, right, that helps them for these. That's how Jaylen Brown got that big contract, because he made it to an All NBA team. Do we think he deserved the contract that he got paid? Because he got paid a #1 option contract, right? That's neither here nor there, right? But when you play at an exceptional level for a season, you deserve to get those accolades. But when you rest, you don't get no awards. That's my beef. They need to amend that 65 game rule to that.
What do you suggest though, Chris? Like
just like that. Like if you designate your player as out of a game for rest, then that's not an injury designation.
About injuries, like they'll take rest and say knee soreness.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that was my next point, Jay. Like
I like it as not being a rule, but I like it for the NBA to encourage voters to consider people that are the closest to their threshold. You get what I'm saying? Like you can regulate that without making it a rule, because when you make it a hard rule like that, there's exceptions to every rule, and some guys the exception is going to suffer from this. So you regulate it by just telling the voters that, like, this is what we want you to consider. We want you to consider how many games they play. We want you to consider X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. And that's how you do it.
Hey,
my opinion.
That's crazy, bro. I don't know of any other profession where you can play, get millions of dollars, play, know how long the season is. You've been playing for years. You got off season, you got a gym, you got everything in the world to get prepared for this upcoming season. And you say load management or I need rest and all that. That's part of the game.
Well, the load management came from the organizations, though. That was the trainer. That was the trainers telling them that we want our players to rest on this day. Yeah, the players didn't come up with that. That was the trainers and the teams.
Well, that's not right, bro. We come to pay to see you play the game. We don't come to see you sit out.
So here, let me give you another something else to look at. The #1 highest contract league in America is what?
The highest contract league?
Yeah, who gets the most money per contract?
Baseball.
And of baseball players, usually one of the highest paid players are the pitchers. They work once every 5 or 6 games.
If you're not 5'2", then it's the pitchers that are gonna be the highest paid.
That's right. That's right. So it's not all about so you could get paid and take rest. I just think that over the years, like, they started the NBA season 2 weeks earlier because they didn't want no back-to-back games. Like, if they're gonna do what they're doing now, then it would probably be easier to drop the games from 82 to 60.
I agree. That's exactly where I was going. That's where I was going, because
nobody wants to see a shortened season, though.
Nobody wants to see it, but you have to take into
no one's playing. No one, like, literally.
Who playing 60 games?
Who all? How many players do you think star players right now hasn't missed a game this year?
None. Like every last one of them had. And I'm glad you used the analogy of baseball, because they got a 182 game season. Right. Those schools are nowhere near as strenuous.
Man, y'all killing me, bro.
Running up and down. Is basketball as strenuous? I mean, is baseball as strenuous as basketball when it comes to the body? I played both. Like
it's 162 games, and it's a lot of back-to-backs.
And even on baseball back-to-backs, to Jay's point, guess what? The pitchers, the guys who are doing the majority of the work when it comes to throwing the baseball, they not playing for the next 6 games or the next 5 games.
Right.
It just does not happen. Right. Those outfielders, they're standing there until a pitch comes. Yes, they're batting as well, but it's nowhere near as strenuous, and they don't get penalized for that. I do think the
thing that people aren't understanding, that it starts a lot earlier than the NBA. These kids are playing basketball year round from 4th grade, and like that's just a lot of miles to put on your body. So
we're not even gonna talk about AAU, which is a whole nother
exactly that whole AAU circuit, all of that. Like in the 90s, the guys that were in the league in the 90s and the early 2000s, they didn't play ball year round like that. So they were a lot more durable. By the time you're 32, like you've played like 1 million minutes of basketball or something crazy like that. Like that's bananas.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And so I would say you would probably have to shorten the season.
Yeah,
I get it, but I mean, I'm with them shortening the season too, because people really ain't really focusing that hard in on it until it's the playoffs. The playoffs. NBA playoffs is when everybody's tuning in and really starting to get into the NBA season anyway.
At least after All-Star break.
I don't think it's because of how many games it is. I just think it's become of how sad of a product the NBA has become. That's the reason why we don't see
something to do with it, Chris.
That's both.
That do have something, but I think it's both though. Exactly, 2 things can be true. I think that the sad product, yes, has a lot to do with it, but I do think an 82 game season. You got to think April, May, June. June. That's when the finals are. Guess when the season starts back. Guess when the season starts back. Training camp. October, bro. Like that's not a lot of time for your body to physically rest. That's just not. That hurts. That hurts.
But hey, and then think about it. You got the Olympics too. So some people are playing ball from October to August.
Hey man, that's what you said you love to do. That's how you make your money.
You are getting paid millions for it. I'm not discrediting your point of view. You're right. You get paid millions to do that. So I get it. But at the same time, I mean, I can see both sides. 2 things can be true, and I do think there has to be some sort of
it's simple science. Like if when you was born, right? If you was born, let's say
if you was born.
No, I said when you was born.
If you was born, if you
when you was born, let's just say that you had 1.5 million steps before your knees give out. But you don't know that. But your knees were predetermined to give out when they're gonna give out. You know what I'm saying? So playing all those extra basketball games as a young kid, like there's kids right now that can't spell ACL that has torn the ACL, bro.
Jay, my knees are trash right now, and I was a jumper. I was a leaper. I was a guy that could jump. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. And you know what? These kids are
how my knees are.
Huh?
You know how my knees are.
Jay, what the heck, man?
We always comparing knees and shit like, hey, this is.
Hey, listen, bro.
Jay, that was funny as hell.
That was crazy. What, man? But you know what? It's so true. It's so true.
Man.
God.
I don't know, man.
Back to the question though. If you're an owner and your team is average to below average, you don't have one of these teams that's competing. You don't have 2 superstars. However, let's like the example of Tyrese Maxey in Philly. With Donovan Mitchell not being able to play 65 games and a couple of other players in the East not being able to play 65 games, guys that really deserve to be first or second team All NBA are not going to get it, and they're going to have to give it to a guy like Maxey. Now Maxey is his agent is like, all right, we asking for that Supermax. If you are Philadelphia's owner, knowing that giving him a Supermax and Embiid a Supermax is not enough to win, and you're not going to be able to afford to get them more help because you got 2 Supermaxes, right? Would you go and pay $2 million to somebody like Kendrick Perkins with a vote, or a couple of guys with a vote, get him $1 million and say, do not vote for my guy? Would you do it?
Britne, you got to go. We talk about Philly.
Oh man. Jeez. Well, first of all, I didn't like how you phrased that question. Like Maxey's just trash, by the way. I didn't appreciate that. Man.
He's not trash. He ain't no Supermax player.
He not
he no Supermax. It's like when Kemba Walker was in Charlotte. He's not Supermax because he's not winning.
Right. He's definitely a good player, and you know, I think Maxey is perfect as a co-star for Embiid.
Right. But I'm not.
Oh, my bad, Jay.
That's a tough question. I mean, I think regardless, if you got a good agent, that agent is gonna make things happen for you regardless. But if I'm the owner, I would say, yeah, I might throw a couple bones. If it's gonna save me some money on the back end, I'm not gonna lie to you. It might not be right to do it. Let's be honest, it's not right to do it. But if I'm being honest, it's gonna put some money back in my pockets and I can utilize it elsewhere. I might throw a couple dollars.
What's the chances of them actually using it elsewhere though, and not just pocketing for themselves? Like, I don't got to pay the Supermax contract. That's more money for me.
Hey, listen, if a guy,
that's what I mean
on
by
my
elsewhere.
team, if a guy on my team makes Supermax money because he made All NBA and he kind of backdoored in it, we not re-signing him. I'm not paying it. You can go get a Supermax in Charlotte.
Yeah, if I'm an owner,
if I'm the owner, you go get a Supermax in damn Charlotte, Toronto. But you won't be here.
But now you just made Embiid mad.
Hey, shout out to that super chat, DC Slim.
Shoot, and if Embiid get mad, you can go too. We've been trusting the process for 70 years.
And that's the money. Now the fan base is gone. That's the money.
Hey, man, no. So you know, Philly fan base stick with y'all teams even when y'all trash. You've been in Philly your whole life. You know that.
Yeah, but the owners also know Philly they'll stick with them. Don't get me wrong, but they ain't showing up to them games.
Man, all they got to do is have Meek Mill and Kevin Hart do a concert before the game.
That don't work. They get stuff thrown at them too. They don't care about them. Let's be real. Real.
They
had to find somebody quick.
Bring Siegel back. Bring Siegel out, man.
Beans.
Shout out.
Pause on Meek Mill name. Go ahead.
So, but I don't agree with that because, like, so yeah, you might be saving money, right? You know, you don't end up having to pay these guys, right? But I'm looking at it in the long term, right? Hall of Fame consideration does take into account accolades, right? If you're taking away the chance for these guys to get accolades, you're taking away the chance for them to potentially make it to the Hall at the end of their career. That you're toying with a lot more than just saving money. You know what I'm saying? Like, thinking about it like that, right? If like, look, Donovan Mitchell, man, say he has a career and he explodes. I'm just using Donovan Mitchell as an example. I don't know if he's a Hall of Fame, but like, so Donovan Mitchell, right? Oh, matter of fact, I'll say Embiid, right? If Embiid didn't end up getting MVP or anything, but he's having these seasons where he's like putting up those numbers, and then you pay the guy like, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't vote for this guy. Don't vote for this guy. Don't vote for this guy. You're gonna end up taking away a potential spot in the Hall because as sad as accolades is a part of it, right? You don't get in the Hall just because
you can't keep a real Hall of Famer out of the Hall of Fame. We
can't use Embiid. The reason why we can't use Embiid because those numbers are undeniable. Like,
I'm just throwing a name out there for example. But like,
that man has been put there. Yeah, he's gonna get Supermax. I think.
Like, okay, we'll use like a Manu Ginobili, right? Manu Ginobili got in, right? But if you take away his accolades because
what accolades other than him winning? He ain't had none.
He has
six man. I think he made a couple All NBAs.
But they didn't make him. Six man don't make you eligible for no Supermax though.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, I put a name out there of not an Embiid who's going to the Hall, right?
Nah,
but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
Nah, I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't. Yeah.
But the owners don't. Let me tell you something. We don't care as an owner.
Right? They don't care.
They don't care. Like, they're rich already. And so if I look at a player and if I got my max player, my Embiid, I'm using him for the sake of the argument. If I got Embiid taken care of as far as that contract goes, if Maxey is hooping, first of all, I'm already, side-eyeing that Tobias Harris contract. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
that was a mistake.
You know what I'm saying? That may be looking as a mistake. And then I got Maxey, who young player, we drafted him, we brought him in young, and now he's starting to show a viable number 2 option, definitely a number 3 option on somebody else's team. You know what I'm saying? As a championship contender. If he goes to Boston, they're great. You get what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it. If I can pay these owners to say, okay, don't put Maxey on your all NBA third team ballot, because that's a real determining factor. Trae Young, if he didn't get all NBA, he would not have gotten the max in Atlanta. He wouldn't have gotten it because it was just a stipulation for it. When he signed his rookie extension, that was the stipulation. If you make all NBA, this thing goes from 185 to 205, and that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That was a
shout out to Derrick Rose, because I think it's his rule that
it's the difference.
It's
the Derrick Rose rule. It's the Rose rule. It's the Rose rule.
Shout out to Unspoken Voices too. She said, if a pair of Gilbert Arenas All-Star Game shoes from his rookie season, what do you think the going price would somebody pay for them for the purpose of a fundraiser for your show? I don't know the answer to that, but I will say this: I wouldn't want you to. Because that's something that somebody gave to you and signed an autograph. Keep that, and I wouldn't rate. I would. Your support of watching the show and commenting and super chatting is enough, man. You don't need to do that. But we appreciate it though.
Keep that. Matter of fact, put it in a case or a frame, whatever it is.
We would never ask you to do something like that.
Real quick, man. I've always had a problem with the 6-man award.
You had a problem with it? Well, tell me. Tell me
That's
about it, Jay.
That's not a 3rd-man award. Like, you don't get an award for being like the 3rd best player on your team.
You know what you sound like? You sound like somebody that wear an All Lives Matter shirt.
Nah. Actually, I wear a Manscaped. Actually, I wear a Manscaped shirt.
Way to recover, Jay.
You saying 6-man? What about the 3rd man? 3rd man matter too. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying there's no award for
we know him.
2nd man, 5th man, like.
The award is the fact that you start lineup, though. The award is that you get to start. That's the award.
So if I'm a fringe player, right at being a starter, or I could be the first man off the bench, but I'm a bucket, I'm not gonna work harder to be a starter because I can get an award for coming off the bench. Like, nigga, that shit trash. It's trash.
You don't like?
It's a trash award, man.
Jay, you a hard sell, bro. Dang.
Yeah, he is a hard sell.
Yeah, he's a hard sell.
Listen, Jay, there are players.
Hold on, what color is a 6th place ribbon in track and field? It doesn't exist.
I think it's blue, Jay.
No, that's
if I got one in field day.
Jay, you got it.
No, blue is 1st place.
Field day, man. This man said field day.
Field day.
What you asked me, Eric? Do I what?
Don't worry.
Really, nigga?
I actually have. Eric, you're talking to a guy who has 2 MVP awards in my sport of choice. Like, you're 6th. Like, come on, man, that don't even count.
Yeah, 6 is crazy. I got some. I don't have any. I play 6, but I don't have 6 in anything that I've ever played.
And if I play 6 and you hand me something, I'm gonna hand it back, man. I gotta work harder.
You don't want that shit.
So you making 6-man synonymous with 6th place, and it's not, man. 6-man is giving flowers to someone who's good enough to start, but doesn't start for the sake of the team. But
if you was good enough to start, you'd be starting.
No, I mean most 6-men are good enough to start.
So is Jamal Crawford not good enough to start, or was he just
not when there's a better guard in front of him?
Exactly.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with the better guard. Look, when you have a scorer's mentality and you already got a team built around someone with a scorer's mentality, having both of them on the floor together sometimes is kind of productive.
It's redundant.
But being able to bring that off the bench, and you always have a score in with them, and sometimes 6-men actually finish the game in the 4th quarter as well, depending on who they are. You got to show them some love for that too, man.
What's the one? I can't think of his name. The 1-6-man. He had feet injury with the Sixers years ago. The Boston Strangler. I can't think of his name right now. Oh gosh.
What? The Boston Strangler.
Stop. No, it makes sense.
The serial killer?
Oh God, bro! I'm like, what?
Yo,
A serial killer was getting buckets?
He was a sick serial killer of all time.
Serial killer was out here averaging 17 and 17.
He came off the bench with Jeffrey Dahmer.
They called him Boston Strangler back in the day because he used to kill the Boston Celtics. Dang, what is his name?
Brian Scalabrine.
Hey, he said the bench for Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my goodness.
Well, y'all did it again. Y'all made this a 3-hour show again.
Andrew Tony.
Andrew Tony, yes.
Andrew Tony.
Yes,
That's
Andrew
what it
Tony.
was.
He had enough talent to start, but he was one of the best six men in the Sixers
for sure.
history.
Yeah,
But
it's
he
a
had
bunch
foot issues, so.
It's a bunch
Right.
of
Yeah.
nice
You deserve a six-man award. It's okay, Jay. Don't worry about it, man.
Man, listen, get rid of that award, man, and bring like best
Role player,
best jersey or something. I don't know.
Best first bench player.
I mean, which one worse? 6-man or Mr. Clutch?
Not Clutch is worse because they don't even like. First of all, if you were that good, if you was that good, it wouldn't even be Clutch because you'd be up by 20. So,
all right, man. Hey,
I know somebody who ain't never gonna get that Clutch award, Mr. LeBron James.
Hey, actually, if you look at clutch metrics, he's the most clutch player in NBA history.
Here we go.
Because he's
if you just look at the metrics,
is it because he's represented by Clutch Sports?
And he got 5 rings.
He has one in the box.
I'm about to pull my hair out dealing with y'all.
Yeah,
you gotta put it in first to pull it out,
No.
Mel. Pause.
Hey man, let's close the show, man. Yeah, it's 3 hours, bro.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. It's time, Mel. It's time.
Listen, hey, thank y'all for hanging out with us an extra 30 minutes, man. We could have stopped this 30 minutes ago. Appreciate it, man. We got through all the topics today, so I'm happy about that. It was good, man. Everybody, thanks for the super chats. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for the call-ins and all of that good stuff, man. Share the podcast. This is your last opportunity to hit that like button right now. I think we was not what we needed to be when last time I looked. So hit the like button right here. And then we'll catch y'all on the next episode, man. Tuesday I'll be solo, and then again Friday we'll be here with the full panel. Oh, last thing. Since football is starting to roll around, we have a fantasy football channel that we will be posting a lot too, because we go ramp up that fantasy football stuff as we get started for NFL. So y'all go check out Man Down Sports Fantasy Football channel on YouTube and subscribe to that, and just wait for that content to drop. Anything else y'all wanted to say? Oh, Sideline Speaks, you wanted to say you want to plug?
Yeah, the Sideline Speaks. I'm live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I know you guys are West Coast, so Eastern time, right here on YouTube. And I just appreciate for all y'all support. Thank you.
Who y'all?
And if you like content that's not sports related, Therapeutic Rap coming soon. Therapeutic Rap, we coming back.
Oh yeah,
get there.
We about to all do some stuff, man. Y'all stay tuned to the channel, man. We about to really roll out some stuff.
We're gonna explode.
Okay. I'm out of here.
Mega
Shout out to Derek. Here we go explode.
All right, peace. I could not stay.